Okay. Phew. That was a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised about quite a few people being in the infirmary for probably the rest of the week. Well, if I consider it, I got off lucky. Oh, I need it. Oh, right. I forgot that. Right, yeah, my gun's still disassembled. Right. But I was at least able. Hopefully, my efforts will at least have landed a jobstone. Oh, Boonchicha.
Yeah, we had a lot of robot bugs.
Robot bugs, those would have been fun to fight.
Huh?
Those would have been those would have been a cakewalk to fight compared to the shit we had to put up with.
Actually, sticky like goo.
You know,
I see talks of what we were doing have begun without me.
apparently.
Sit down.
Oh, lovely.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Glad we didn't go on your
Yeah.
one.
Imagine having a constant, throbbing, pounding headache. Almost the entire time you were down there, with whispers and voices ringing, echoing through your head every, I don't know, fucking 2 seconds.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Is it gossip hours
That.
about our stuff?
At least you didn't leave with bruises.
I
Oh,
still.
You see bruising on her chesting, bit of her arm and her legs. Yeah,
That'll.
Bugs, that's something
trust me, that-
fucking vicious.
You're a fucking perfect picture of health compared to some of us.
The
Trust
back
me.
of my head and
I
my
mean,
ears
getting
still feel
punched
very,
against the wall
very
like there's
sore.
nothing.
Just one of us got ran through with a big ass sword.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they
poor
were all
girl
tempered
barely-
by the red sun with a whole chocobo.
Poor girl barely made it out alive.
Jose Castel, right?
We had to deal with an angry naked guy.
Yo,
That actually sounds funny.
Yeah, the thing he wasn't naked to begin with. He fully clothed when we first met him. We turn around for 2 seconds, he's taking his pants off. We turn around
That
again,
sounds,
he's
that
taking
sounds
his shirt
hilarious.
off. It
Why
was.
couldn't we have gotten
Yeah.
that?
Funny as fuck.
We got horrors.
We got
What did I miss out?
existential
A lot.
dread and
My head hurts.
horrible
A
beings
lot.
and
I'll deal with
fucking.
robot bugs and naked tempered bandits over
Sorry.
fucking eldritch abominations from the void.
Though I guess we
Yeah.
did. I guess we got
I did
our.
not want to see that guy's junk.
We did our job apparently. We
Look,
went
it
down
would have
there,
been better
we
than
figured out-
hearing Heidelin's voice in my head calling to succumb to the red.
Huh.
I think
Oh yeah, we brought a
may
souvenir. Oh, yeah.
have.
Out of all that,
I mean,
we brought
I
a
don't think
souvenir
we
with us.
worked ours.
we saved lives. I consider that a win.
Well, we
But
did
we
too.
were told to
Wanna know what it
purify
is?
the leader. And we did not.
Sure.
Yeah, I
What?
mean, despite the fact that a bunch of us did say, "Hey, the big guy."
Well,
no,
it was.
Who,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Well,
even
originally
know.
it was a big
during
red
the
egg.
temper decided, oh,
Red egg?
It looked like a red egg. It was more like a rock with a lot of red glowing in it. Then it stopped glowing randomly. But that thing was tempering everybody, and then that guy couldn't break it. I think there was like a bunch of other people that tried to break it, and they couldn't break it. So they decided to throw it in a chest, wrap it up, and we decided to bring it with us to have, I think, so whoever's good with that to look at it.
Well,
See what
aren't
the
you
fuck-
glad
what
we
the fuck
did
the
those
deal is.
crate carrying missions for the astrologans? Yeah, that came in handy.
Courage.
I'd rather have done that. I would rather have done that again. Fuck
You guys
that.
tried to break the egg.
Fuck that.
Damn, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, they did. I couldn't. Apparently, I was down and out. Hell, oh wait, actually.
Oh, right, yeah.
My sword.
You got tempered.
Yeah, I almost forgot about. Yeah, I got tempered. I lost my damn sword.
No.
It's deep in the fucking Ishgardian jails.
Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, lovely.
Yo,
I am
Yeah,
definitely glad I skipped
Mm.
out on this.
skipped on actually doing
Need your
work
help
for
with
the
this guy?
Adventurers Guild.
Yeah,
I can't. I say that.
let me
Well,
tell
know,
you,
we-
there were
we
spores.
tried.
They were a pain in the ass.
You
A
got
lot of us
spores
did
and
say,
plants,
hey,
and we
you know,
got the
untemper the
cold
big
and
guy, but then most
stone
people
and
then
terror.
subsequently had to go defend the entryways
Yikes.
so they could
Sounded like you went into like a
untemper
horror
them.
house.
And then we turned around and they
our
decided,
echoes
okay,
weren't
no,
listening to us.
let's untemper the naked guy.
And
Huh?
tempering.
At least
Yeah.
he told us stuff.
We got information, yeah, but we didn't get, you know, as much as we could have if we had untempered
Yeah.
the leader.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't have time to untemper the leader because there was a cave-in. And we did not
Ah,
want to be there
jeez.
when there was a cave.
Yep.
Didn't think to
Yeah,
drag the
leader
guy
was taken
out,
away
or
by officials.
Yeah. Oh no, when we got out of the cave, the Ishgardian knights were already waiting for us, and so we didn't get time to get anything else.
I voted
Right.
that we
Yeah.
put the big guy on Carno's back and ran.
I also seconded that, but no, apparently the people that were doing it all decided otherwise.
Sounds
Because a bunch
like
of us were like, hey, you know, do this, and then subsequently left so that they could, you know, have time to do it. And apparently they didn't do what we said they should do.
My logic with running with the leader was that he was in like plated armor and looked nothing like the rest of the bandits. We could have just said he was an injured party member and ran off.
Plus, you know, it's Carno. Who the fuck's going to stop Carno?
Fair.
fair argument there.
We had to be careful.
There was like a very rickety bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you mean the 4 wooden planks?
Yes, I wouldn't even
Jeez.
call that a bridge. That was literally just 2 planks across a chasm.
And it held
I'm
Carno's
surprised it
weight?
held, though.
It somehow held
surprisingly.
Carno's weight.
That's impressive. Not to mention everything
Not
in
only
Butcher's
did it hold
backpack,
Carno's
actually.
weight going across it, it then also held Carno's weight going back.
You know, as a healer
Those are some
around
extremely
here,
strong
I
planks of
haven't
wood.
gotten any help yet. I got
Oh,
busy. I had
we've
to
got
do
a
our stuff
medical-
here and then go out
I
into
have
the
my
outworlds
healing
and then
hopes.
finish
It's
a
not
war
gonna be
out
much,
there, and I haven't.
That reminds me, I need to go and get more of the green carrot out of the
Let's
infirmary.
take you up to the medical area.
Yeah, just grab and pass them around or something like that. It's still
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can break it up. We could probably
know-
put
I
it into a
know-
bunch of drinks. I wouldn't be surprised. Just put it into a bunch of
That sounds
foods.
like a good idea.
You'll lean
Yeah.
on me if you have to. but-
I only tore out a couple of, well, my
Nah.
fist-sized chunks out of a green and blue carrot, so there's probably still plenty of it left.
Yeah, that shit.
Sounds
that
like a-
shit. Mm-mm.
Ah,
Sounds like a
jeez.
disaster on everybody's end, but at least one of us got our job
Taking a
done.
little up there.
But there's no
yeah. I mean, you know, we saved
I mean-
people's lives. I would consider that
You got
not
something
necessarily what we
done.
went in there to do, but yeah.
I wouldn't call
Yeah.
our.
I know
thing
we saved a
complete
couple of the temple
failure.
knights
We
that
just
were in there,
failed the
almost
project.
tempered.
It was a partial success.
Yeah, they should be in here.
Yeah, check the cupboards. We should
Yeah,
have
this is
some
where I
potions
usually
and
store the
whatnot
carrots.
around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
Take a seat or take a bed, your choice.
I'm gonna take a bed.
You gotta rest somehow.
The way the Aether was acting down there is
Here.
strange. I'm not.
I mean, if you need it, we can
magic
tear another
works.
chunk
It's
out of
like
this green carrot to give to you.
Follows the laws of fluid dynamics.
I mean, we've
It was
got,
from-
you know,
theoretically charged
It's like-
place.
Do you have
Fine.
anything for Aether
Place with
Burn?
less charge, so to
Aether
say.
burns.
But our bodies are
When
Yeah,
I
I think you're
don't,
gonna
when
need
I
like an
tell you that I
actual-
overdid
like we
it,
were sponges.
I think
I
you're
mean,
gonna
I
need Aster
really
or like an
overdid it.
actual healer for
That's
that.
laws.
Yeah. Maybe a blue carrot with a green carrot could help,
What
though.
happens is if someone's
That's like healing
annoying,
plus ether
I
boosting
don't know, it's
properties. Here, let me just...
Weird.
It might at least ease it off, but
Yeah, if I recall right... Ah.
Read up on how
Come on.
work.
Ah,
Not done any study on the site from
there.
what's mentioned.
Blue carrot.
in
Not a deep
standard
blue carrot, regular blue carrot.
Studies that exist in like corrupt ether.
Deep blue carrots if I want someone to slip into a coma.
what's up, Riding Hood?
that is an oversight
you
you might
wouldn't
want
get
to
that
get
one.
looked
Well,
at.
okay, that's if you eat like half of the deep blue carrot at once, mind. Like, taking a simple chunk out of it, that'll just basically be a sleeping aid.
Yeah, but still, that
Fair enough.
one can heal your mana, one
Oh.
mana aether, whatever you want to call it now. One will heal that, the other one will put you to sleep, and they're both blue.
How are you feeling?
Feeling.
There.
Feeling, I guess you could say that.
Alright, here.
Better than not
Green and
feeling,
blue.
I suppose. Head doing all
Thank
right?
you.
You don't need to take both at once, but like,
That's
one after the other should probably at least bolster one effect with the other. Green should taste bland. I don't recall what the blue tastes like.
It tastes like
Well,
blue.
we're gonna figure it out. That tastes like
Fuck
blue.
Aether.
Well, I mean, it doesn't taste as bad as an ether or a health potion, so there's that.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, they're not really meant to taste good. It's medicine. When have they ever made good tasting medicine?
There's a reason why we call it the carrots of happiness.
Cure all.
Meant to feel happy when you eat them.
Typically lessens the pain and
Because, you know, it doesn't taste like
any
dirt.
real wounds you need a healer for.
As opposed to normal
Or-
carrots, which do taste like dirt.
I mean, I do grow there.
Dragoon friend is okay.
Fair point.
They had
I'll see
all
about
of them
tearing a couple
failed.
more chunks out of the green carrot to see about passing to people.
I'm going
It's
to
just a
keep
question
it
of if they
brutally
wake up or
honest.
not.
As much as I want to talk about what happened last
Killed the
night,
both of you with how much
on
hate
my
you
end
put
of
in-
things,
put into
I-
that one.
that was traumatizing
know
to
what
me, and I'm
happened.
Wait,
jaded
what?
to the shit.
I was there.
I told you, somebody run through with a
Oh
sword.
no, you
like,
weren't.
all
I
the
meing
way
after
through.
our dungeon run.
Oh,
It took these two dumping just
did you
whatever
carry on
I had
after
to-
that? No, I
they had
forgot.
just to
I had to go back out
close the
there
wound up and keep and
to
stabilize it.
handle, or sorry, intending to rest,
Big
to
guy with
learn
a
that
big fucking sword.
my reality collapsed and I needed to
Yeah.
evacuate people.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh my.
Oh, fun.
I've
we
been
ever
gone a
did we
long
ever
time.
Take that fucking the dickhead down.
Evidently.
No, I thought you were fine after we
Jeez.
got
The
back.
entire rest of that fight. Shit.
A lot can happen in just a few days, huh?
Behind himself.
A lot can happen in a few hours, apparently.
Eh,
I've been here for. I was here
Oh,
for
looks
a
like we
week.
Found the source of the tempering, though. Or at least a source.
Yeah, that egg that decided to not
I got to the
have any
moon.
power in it anymore, which is really strange,
Yeah.
and I'm very concerned. But
I do remember you getting a
Yeah,
few
right.
carrots for me.
you know,
This moon.
you might have fell
I
asleep.
do recall
Yeah,
asking you to get some more carrots for me, and again, I am still truly grateful for it.
It was something to do with the altar that it was on. The further it got away from it,
Heidelin knows
the
this
less
camp could
power
use more
it
happiness,
had.
whether of the carrot or regular variety.
Honestly, it could use,
It would be nice.
Absolutely.
It's funny, I'm actually now remembering the days when not a lot really happened around here. I'm being like, wow, it's actually really quiet.
Now I'm starting to think I was the cause of unrest, considering I arrived pretty much when the Eorzea crisis sparked. Dang it.
It's you. You were the cause of it all.
Jeez. Well, if that's the case, then I guess I'm truly deserving of the Brandish name.
They hand those out anywhere? Because I really.
But I should see
I didn't
about
really
passing
stop
these
to
out
work.
to
I'm not
those that
missing any
need them.
pieces, am I?
I mean, aside from the pieces that were already missing, no.
Oh, right.
There's during
Should do the same with the blue carrot, actually.
during the final day.
There was a bit while I was,
what do
alone
they
that
call it? I
I
don't know.
peeked under my
Fucking
armor because I was feeling like
we
complete
made,
crap, and
Ratathon
saw that
designed
I
a
had Aether
kind of
burns
medallion that can prevent tempering. So
all
that
around my
I think
body.
you're
The carrot should at least try and do some amount of job, just rest.
Can do it. Should be fine. But theoretically, you can be overpowered. It's like a etheric sponge
Yeah, no, I
sort of
usually
thing that
try.
takes the corruption, so you
Always
don't.
keep like a little reserve of ether.
Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself out. That's a certainty.
Well, aside from the usual reasons why you always want to keep a reserve of ether, the additional, your Reaper reasons to keep a reserve of ether.
Fair.
They're difficult to
I
create
used up the last of my world's reserves of Aether to tear a hole in reality to get civilians to safety.
Fuzzy.
Oh, jeez.
Alrighty then.
Maybe
Hard to
we'll
scale.
nab now. I'm assuming we'll be having to talk to those two.
I should
soon,
not be standing.
at some point today.
Just lay on the bed and
You're
rest.
not. You're sitting.
All of us, or at least most of us, have only just come back from our endeavors. Frankly, I got the least of it.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah.
Or at least I feel I did.
After that, when I went home, had a nice bath, just to get all of the fucking bug goop off of me.
So sorry for the bits out of it.
Have you guys ever seen a space fleet?
What?
No.
Fucking exhaustion.
Unless you're thinking of the Thinkers, which are not that funny to think about. Okay, they do look a little silly,
They're
now that I
like
think
the
about it.
pinnacle of what we have out there. They didn't even stand a chance.
That's nice.
I'm still annoyed.
What?
I need it. Yeah.
Where's everybody else?
Shit sucks.
I can let you borrow my spear.
But I should try and help as much as I can. There's only so much Chirurgeons can do with medicine alone. Not without the carrots at any rate.
I'm sure if you give that.
I mean, yeah, that's why I always carry around bandages.
Oh,
seemed
true.
that Egg lost its power when we brought it out.
But considering some of the injuries some people got, I think they turn into,
Soon enough, don't we? We take out
what's the
swords.
right word? Mummies?
Back down there and get your sword. Or ask someone to do it.
That was like a Fanland term, wasn't it?
Take a small party with you.
That's fine. I'd rather not.
But yeah, just
The
rest.
further I stay
I
out of
bet.
the fucking nightmare, the better. I'm good for a while. It's fine.
Sure.
I'll pay the money.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm in
Take
absolutely
it
no hurry to
easy.
go anywhere near that place for the next.
You'll be back to top form in no time.
I hope so.
Yeah. And rest is an easy task to accomplish compared to what we've been through already.
I just overheard Nab apparently never made
Nope.
it to
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You're looking much more energetic. Just doesn't seem like you were injured as heavily as some others.
No.
Theory I had about it falling asleep.
No, I think like the major hit that I got was from the frickin' spore, and more than anything, I had difficulty breathing, and that was pretty much it.
I see.
Hey, Schemingway.
Hi.
Is, hey, everything alright up here?
Iva's been told to rest. I've given her a chunk of blue and green carrot because apparently she suffered ether burns.
Came out of the prison, we went back to
shit.
Right?
Yeah. I've at least got a good few. I've got about 3 extra chunks of green and blue carrot in me in case I'm probably going around the camp in case people need them.
Good.
How does it get lost?
I'm just wondering if there's something that we could do for everybody.
Move.
Right?
Who was the last one to declare?
Well, what I'm doing is trying to do such a thing. Trying to help. After all, at least from my mission, the mission I was on, I think I caught the least of it. Just a mild concussion and sore ears.
I guess.
Good. I'm wondering if we should talk to Luma about everything.
At the very least, presumably she's probably, I'm not sure if she's gotten reports yet, or is aware of how everything happened. I'm apparently told that your mission didn't exactly go so well. Or at least the goal wasn't accomplished as expected.
No, we untempered the wrong bandit.
I see.
And didn't have enough aether to
Someone that was apparently
untemper
naked?
the leader.
Someplace where they locked away someone.
Yeah.
Criminals, I guess.
Yeah.
As we
I
continue
tried
down,
my best to get him home and
all of us
everything,
start
but I
to feel
just
the effects of
I
temporary.
don't know.
Even us with the echo.
Well, judging from the sympathetic tone of your voice, I'm guessing he wasn't meant to be a part of the whole bandit and trafficker thing. He's
Sorta, kinda, but it's not up to me, you know, to
Form with wings, by the way.
sometimes figure out where
What?
people can go in life.
He's in his form with wings.
Oh, did he not power down from that?
We were able to subdue him.
I know he-
know, and
I know. I'm pretty sure he got the egg to like the authorities.
We were able to kill him. The
Mm.
further we went, the more the temperature raised my bloody
Intensive.
voice until we
Hi,
reached
are
a
we doing
chamber
debrief
with
without me?
Schemingway?
that thing in there.
Oh, we were.
Butchita?
Do you have any blue carrots?
There should be a good chunk of the blue carrot still on the table, but if you need a chunk from me right now,
No, I'll get it from the table. I just need
yeah,
to know
should
what
still
they
be
are.
about half of it left after the amount of chunks I've torn out of it so far.
I thought they
That should be enough.
By all means.
Apparently they brought, according to Ryder, he brought it here and left it
It's a debrief.
on the tower, but it's...
But it was growing bright.
Yes, but they were talking about something else earlier.
I guess I should probably see.
They said it's not that.
Yeah, I saw him outside like that. I was wondering if I should be concerned. I'm not.
Yeah, apparently he was about to go fly off somewhere, and I was just asking, what's in the box?
Oh.
We're getting that description right now.
Do we want to
When
have
we
everybody
first
here
saw
to do debriefing?
Apparently it's okay.
So we don't repeat this over and over and
I
over.
would.
Iva's currently
We
resting
We
in
only
the
have like
infirmary.
one injured that is resting, but yeah.
Let's go over the people that are here, the ones that are resting. We don't need them getting moved.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Wait, but I need to be a part of the conversation
I think they want to be a part of the conversation downstairs.
To be fair, there's not exactly insulation or soundproofing between the floors, so
Paper mache?
I think my
they're made of wood.
intuition is telling me they want to be a part of the conversation down here. Maybe someone should go get them.
I'll go get it. I'll go get it.
Okay, hold on, I got an idea.
Okay, no, never mind. She's got speed for days. Never mind. She could outrace Bahamut in a flight. Good lord.
Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot. He kind of came out like that.
Very.
He didn't change back.
Oh, yeah, Ryder did come out like that.
reason to stay like that. Even I want yours in a state like that, especially... Okay. Nice and easy, okay. Okay.
Don't overexert yourself if you don't need to, alright?
It's just my fucking leg. That's all. I'll be fine.
Oh, right, yeah. We don't want to risk wounds reopening. Slow down.
Okay, cool. You do that.
So
Congratulations.
subtle, tactful, truly. Hold on.
Is this everyone?
Wait, what? No, let them be here. No, come back.
Wait, what? No, no, no. Let them be down here.
Let them be down here.
At the very least, they can still rest on a chair. Worst case, we'll lay her down on a table.
We can treat your
I,
It's
okay.
Complicated.
Yeah. All right. Let's
If we could not.
All right. Let's all quiet down. Bella.
bath because it's internal.
Shut up.
Bun cha cha.
Bella, go ahead.
As I was saying, we delved deeper. We found that sitting there. It was when we first found it. It was some kind of red, bright glowing egg, kind of like the pendants. They were bright red. We also found several of those that were also glowing, and anyone who touched them immediately began to temper.
Immediately. What?
Yeah.
He picked up
Happened to
one,
me.
and we had to fight him off.
Oh, yeah, him and the pendant.
Yeah.
I don't know
They...
how.
You have the echo.
That... I do, but it was way too strong.
Those pendants were nasty business. Extremely nasty business. Like, you couldn't even wrap it in a cloth.
There was a weird thing. I don't know if anyone else heard it or if it was just me, but I felt like I was coerced to pick it up. It's like it was talking to me.
Talking. Okay, did anyone else hear those urges to pick up pendants?
Everyone did, even me.
As soon as we got close to one.
Voices in their heads, trying to convince me to bring them into Charlene.
Yeah.
Now,
You know, the pendants that we have found that haven't done anything have all been old, rusted, probably worn. I'm guessing the one that you found was fresh. I'm expecting.
Possibly. That thing was pretty bright red. It had a pretty bright red crystal.
Yeah. Brimming with
but anyway,
corrupted ether,
Like a
presumably.
crystal in the shape of an egg.
Continue, please. So, you found a bright red egg, and if you got close, it got worse. What happened?
much worse. I'm guessing a captain of some kind, somebody in charge was there. He was willing to divulge information if only we were able to beat him in combat. And well, that wasn't an easy thing, especially since we also had to deal with him after he had touched the egg while it was in the pedestal. Full temper. No waiting, no nothing.
I don't even remember a single. I guess because I can't remember a single fucking thing that happened after. I just remember I got grabbed, whoosh, and then red. I just remembered red, just red, pure red. That was it.
We weren't able to defeat him, unfortunately.
When I finally came to, I guess, let's see, I had a hole in my leg.
Right?
I am.
Oh, okay, great.
And my sword's
Continue.
gone. But
we weren't able to defeat him. We weren't able to defeat this captain or whatever he was before he was able to escape and block the passage he took. By the time we were all injured, all of us were very much, our heads were hurting from this tempering, and well, I didn't see many other options. We tried to destroy it, but even 4 of us striking at it couldn't do anything. So the next available option I thought of was to remove it from the pedestal, but that required touching it. Thankfully, with the help of a few others who had the echo, 4 of us were able to remove it and drag it back up to the entrance where it just stopped. Slowly the tempering got weaker and it turned into that.
Stopped.
Stone.
Out of nowhere, just boom, done.
The further it was away from the altar, the weaker it got.
I'm guessing the altar must have been some kind of cipher for Aether, and it was feeding that thing.
That doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm going to take a look at that in a bit. But there's Aether everywhere. Is it dependent on like a condensed amount? I wouldn't expect a prison in Ishgard to have a condensed amount. Hell, there's more Aether here, and yet it is dormant. There has to be more something specific here on why exactly it reacted there. Better question, how the fuck did it get down there without no one noticing, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere we have hordes of tempered people?
I have no clue. I do know one thing though, it did feel as though something was being drawn from everyone in the room the closer I was to it. What exactly that was, Aether, something else, I don't know.
My only guess is that prison was forgotten, so it was a sneaky way to get in there, place it on the pedestal. Maybe it was feeding on more than just Aether.
Question, for those of you who were tempered, was epoxy used? Any kind of curative, anything?
I think Aster used epoxy on Atlas.
But
we just knocked out.
Yeah, that
So you didn't need epoxy to get untempered?
That's not how that
No.
works.
Wait, Asta was tempered for a short time. I kind of had to help them, so I was kind of out of the fight.
You know, I thought your life was like fucked. How did you help them?
Pull it out, and he'll show an aetherite crystal with possibly that energy that was in.
Well, anyone who could sense Aether,
Do you
that's
still have that
fucked.
drawing?
This is just a briefing of the 2 missions that happened.
And you're touching that with your bare hands.
The mission that I went,
It
we
doesn't-
failed
Zay.
cured the wrong person.
Do you still have that drawing?
It's not affecting me. It's like it's controlled.
I know, but still, that's
Oh, yeah,
unsettling.
those.
Can you like put down like a ball or something so I don't have to touch it with my hands?
You mean of the
There's a
creatures?
ball over there. There's plenty of balls. Go
Here,
pick one
hand them
up.
over.
Here's a mug. I got one.
Is the mug big enough?
Aster, do you remember
I'm
anything
gonna get a bowl.
from being
Okay,
tempered?
thank you, but-
Feeling, sensation?
Whatever his name, the one that had the sword on his back, he doesn't have it anymore. He's sitting on the floor.
These...
Bloody hell.
Apparently.
Not Zay, right?
Put the bowl right here.
That chest, we actually pulled out quite a number of documents from it and some illustrations of creatures we've seen down there.
I don't think so.
A lot of it's in some old
Extremely
dialogue.
corrupted. I assume tempered could have gone too far.
Location to retrieve something.
Lots of scrolling.
Did retrieve something.
Looks tentatively familiar, a bit like the Eorzea alphabet. It's just really fucking poorly written. I might be able to decipher it. It would take some time and concentration, though, and another sleepless night, but I can work on that possibly tonight. See what I can get out of it.
By all means.
So they have the ability to almost instantly temper someone, but it seems like untempering seems to be a bit of an easier process, maybe?
It reminds me a
I
bit
mean,
of
knocking someone out?
They did say they would teach us a way to better untemper somebody without the use of porxies, but we were never able to get that information.
The one who had the poxy was Asta, and being tempered, well.
Wait, so you said that you didn't beat him. Did he leave? Did he vanish away? Why?
He
and just left the egg there.
Yes.
Okay, cryptic BS. So the egg has an answer.
Yeah, that sounds like a trap. Either,
Yeah.
it sounds like either a trap or there's some kind of fucking riddle shit scavenger hunt that we're being, again? Aren't we doing this with the Rangers as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Great. Lovely. Okay, so to summarize real quick from my understanding, the prison was one of the warded off ones. Probably some of the wards that are less traveled, more forgotten. Deeper you go, the worse tempering gets. Touch an amulet, you'll get tempered even if you have the echo. Touch the egg, you'll get tempered no matter what.
Stray too far from the rest of your group, and apparently you also got tempered because the initial idea was those of us that didn't have the echo were going to just leave and leave the rest of the, people with it. Me, Scheming, her over there.
Having a hard time hearing you over here, Esther.
The thing was like the three of us. After Atlas got tempered and they got him out of it, and the rest of the party went ahead down the hallway. The three of us turned around, we're going to head back up the stairs. About that. The further we got away from the rest of the group, the worse it got. Until we started seeing shadowy figures. With fucking amulets for eyes staring at us with devilish grins.
That's not how tempering works, though.
I grabbed this one, and we ran back down to the rest of the group.
It was really strange to my understanding of how Aether works. Aether tends to work like a fluid. It goes from a high point to low density point, like a fluid dynamics. But with this, it would soak into us regardless. If less of us were around, it's as if we became like a bigger sponge, but grouped together we could all soak together, for lack of a better term.
So
it defies.
Needs to be cleansed, perhaps.
It does seem to be proximity.
Whatever the hell was going on down there was bad shit, and things have gotten a hell of a lot worse.
Did you hear what they said, Luma?
Sorry, what?
Please tell me you heard what was spoken to by over here.
I was I'm listening.
No, they didn't. Can you please share that again? I'm sorry.
I got lost in thought.
Do you want me to start, or do you want to go with your bit?
Proxy didn't do anything. No effect. Nothing.
No effect to the tempered, or?
Both, almost.
Pre-existing corrupted Aether. That's used to try to cleanse Aether, like the imbalance inside of the soul, then that is not actually going to fix the imbalance inside the soul. It is just going to push it back to the point of what you are currently at. Okay, it probably did something, just not the effect we are wanting it to do. Is the TLDR of what I am assuming. If an individual is if someone is in a state of imbalance and they're trying to balance out someone else using their own Aether that's already imbalanced, I do not believe the result is going to be,
they weren't tempered
good.
When they were trying to use the proxy.
But you all were... tempering is not, you're tempered and not tempered. Usually it is, at least in this case, much more gradual. There's multiple stages of grey. It sounds like all of you are in varying stages of grey. Let's put it this way. You were at a 3, they were at a 7. You used the proxy, I assume it's probably going to go either back to maybe a 4, 3 if we're lucky, but certainly not back to a 0.
It didn't do anything.
They do bring up a good point, though. This doesn't really match up with any of the other primals and any of the other instances we've had of people getting tempered. This feels uncomfortably unnatural. Kind of like what they were saying, where they had to sponge together to be able to handle the amount of odd aether that was flowing through them.
Sponge?
We did share the burden.
Was I the only one that heard what they had said?
No, I heard it.
Sweet Lord!
I was...
You heard it
to
too?
be fair, I was in my own head trying to figure stuff out, okay?
Understandable. No, I meant other people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
It was
it.
the idea of fluid dynamics you brought up.
To reiterate, Aether typically works similar to laws of fluid dynamics. It goes from high point to low point. There's less Aether in an area, it goes there. This did not follow standard dynamics. It went into us regardless of our so-called pressure on the room. If we were separated, it flowed into us more, which doesn't make as much sense. It should have flowed into us more when we were in the group, if that's how it's working. But it did the opposite.
It
makes me think... Yeah, it sounds like someone was willing it to do that. That's the only way Aether behaves like that. Is if it's being
The
channeled.
night that you guys fought at the end, maybe multiple of the enemies could have done that? Anything? Did they wield anything that could have just forced it in?
Most of them were just most of them were just shambling, either strange mutated creatures with big sharp claws or possessed suits of armor that would just shamble around very, very slowly. They were durable and a pain in the ass to get rid of, but you know.
Sneaky bastards. They scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, they were also very sneaky.
Oddly silent for suits of armor.
I was like, oh fuck no.
I mean, maybe
But
they imbued it into the weapons, the armor. I mean, everybody took a hit, right? I mean, more
I
people
believe
than
so,
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it
I
could
was
have
still
happened that
feeling
way.
mine.
Maybe not through only just the aether, stream in everybody's body, but it could have done, through the bloodstream. Could have done anything.
Blood?
I'm just, it's just a hypothetical. I don't know. I wasn't there.
A lot of conjecture.
I think
Either way, we're not dealing with a normal form of tempering.
Well, we do have the core object that was tempering people right in front of us. It seems to be defunct, off for the time being.
Know that for sure.
Let's assume defunct. I don't want to think about it turning back on right here.
Is it just a font?
Well, how does everybody feel? Anyone feel anything? This is exactly my profession. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an engineer, so it looks nullified or at least turned off for the time being.
Aster has a question.
Causes tempering, so it's connected.
No, I was responding to him.
Yeah, they were responding.
Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
if the amulets are able to cause tempering, it has to be closer to a source,
I
doesn't
think
it? Doesn't have that kind of
we
power.
should treat this object as
wouldn't this be a source?
like a grenade or like a bomb that's you're not sure if it's going to go off or not. We don't know if it, like Aster was saying, we don't know if it could reactivate, or perhaps it is only
That is a
focusing stone.
Do you still have that stone I brought back from Tyrol?
We do.
I was thinking maybe it has a similar property to that. You saw what happened when we were able to flow aether into it. Maybe this egg has something similar to it?
One thing was a very interesting energy conduit. The other one is turning people into indoctrinated cultists. I don't feel like they match, but I also don't want to. I'm going to be honest with you. Once again, this thing is not my profession. Engineer, right? I fix practical problems.
This is my profession.
This is not a practical problem. I fear putting Aether in that to even test.
Wasn't suggesting it, I was just thinking, throwing things at the dartboard.
Well, yeah, no. Don't worry, like, thank you, right? But obviously the only way we could test that is by flowing Aether through it. And this thing is turned off, and I like it that way. I love it that way.
Yeah.
What if we do it outside of the...
I'm not putting this one near that.
Still actively pushing Aether into it, or was it instead used as a
I would
way of
rather not
activation?
test it at all.
Same problem,
Well,
different
I'd
I'll be the
rather
guinea
it be
pig.
destroyed.
Well,
No,
wait.
I think somebody's.
You guys
Kovac
are. You guys are forgetting a key factor here. That thing was only red when it was near the altar, right? The altar had something to do with it being red.
That is what I was saying. It got weaker the further it was away from the altar. I'll repeat that.
Unless there's something
in, or was it a way to activate this egg to activate a function of siphoning Aether? Because that's when it
Unless
two
there's-
completely different things.
So unless there's something else buried deep underneath whatever that prison was. Further in.
I don't know.
It could be more than
There's any number of potential answers to this.
Night individual, and if the night individual is sitting there, it's already been a while since a
accurate
present
blueprints
outbreak.
of the
Why were they
dungeon?
just sitting there?
Evan, if we're going to do any sort of testing, we need to build...
Why were they
container.
sitting there? It was a while after the prison break.
Alright,
Why were they
that's
sitting there with the egg?
Maybe they were
Unless
waiting
it's
for
all
it.
a
Actually,
function.
good question. You guys said there was some kind of knight who was there, different than the rest, or similar?
It was.
Different.
More lucid than the rest.
How lucid are we talking?
Struck up a
Because
conversation. Oh, very. He knew what he was
Enough
talking
to
about.
strike a deal, even.
Actual conversationist.
well,
Bargain.
here. How about this? Maybe
In some temper.
that's true. Maybe we just need a little bit more. Was there anybody with the Gridania team?
Yeah.
All right. I think we've already been pressing this egg thing for just a little bit. Keep that closed. You guys want to give a report?
I mean, do you want to go ahead or?
Fuck it, I'll do it.
If I had to say a little something, there was robot bugs, very mechanical-like. They just started forming out of nowhere, like different cave sections.
Well,
Just
let me reiterate, you know, why we were there, where we were. We were right next to Tem Tower Deepcroft, in a place called Bone Valley. We were tasked to go find information from the bandits down there on tempering, etc., and there were bugs and numerous other creatures that attacked us, including some bandits. Didn't find out too much information. We untempered the wrong one, and the Ishgards, well, not the Ishgards, but the other city-states took the other bandits that we captured as well. I think there were 5 in total, maybe?
One of them was the leader, too.
The short version.
One of them was
yeah.
the leader, and we did not untemper him. We failed our mission on that part.
But you're relaxed.
Which one did you guys untemper then?
A naked man.
What I called Bunchacha about it.
A naked man.
Green carrot.
Got more information, but he's kindly stepped away.
A naked man.
I didn't even notice he was naked.
He was. I had to
So-
truck that man from point A to point B back where we started.
She's back.
So,
Yes, I was
Nice.
dealing with someone.
I called you with the whole,
Yes.
hey, city-states are here to grab them. What happened?
So, I'll be honest, I was unaware that someone had the capability of untempering someone, and I am not trained in how to do that yet. I should have. That's on me. But, what happened was, before you called, the person who has the flying pig thing...
Porksy.
The Porksy.
Porksy, yes. Attempted to cleanse one of the bandits. They simply chose one of them that we had in the lineup. Yes. For whatever reason, they had removed most of their... the person themselves removed all of their clothes in their fervor. Not exactly too sure why. But, it worked, and it completely drained them, and I did not want them to try again for fear that they would burn themselves out completely.
We did try, once we got to the entrance, we did try to untemper another, but at that time there was signs of a cave-in, and we didn't want to risk that.
Yes, the cave and the surrounding area was completely unstable. Possibly due to a large amount of the lightning etherically aspected insects constantly blowing themselves up and burrowing through the place.
That will do it.
I brought samples of those as well.
I would love to see this, but if that's the case,
My
he
tent,
also wants
leave
to
them
see
there.
this.
I definitely
I have plenty.
If that's the
There
case,
were
is there any information that was gained at all
You
with
spoke
regards
with
to
them.
our situation?
I did quite a bit.
What I was bringing up the rear, securing the guy back, so I don't know the information. I don't know that someone... I think it was it your brother? I believe
No,
it was
I
your brother.
don't know. I wasn't there.
I was them, okay.
Yeah, it was their brother.
Alright.
On the
Their brother was the
Well,
one
I
who
mean-
purified them, but they were the one who spoke with them.
found out some information, before they were tempered. Seeing a red sun, talked about it quite a bit. Just a bunch of red fire, screaming, and that everything went black. Afterwards, did not know where he was. Got some conjecture about his sister in prison. Don't know if she's still alive after hearing about this, but didn't say much else. Just kept talking about signs of the Great Red.
Most likely some type of
So many
apocalypse that they probably came up with.
Probably. It sounded like Dalamud all over again.
When the authorities came to pick up our prisoners, I did try to mention as much as possible that they were tempered, but I don't know if that helped any.
There were also spore, like
Lots of
organic,
mushrooms,
like,
yes.
spore canisters.
Mm.
Yeah. But if you got like too close to one of them, they poof out their spores, and it'll cause you to barely be able to breathe.
I have samples of those too.
Sadly, I can't do much with those, but I'm sure there's some people that we can send them to that will be quite useful for.
Oh yes,
If
I
not
can
for
be
yourself.
experimenting of them.
To see
Definitely.
who I can
Yes.
reach out to.
But yes,
I'll be back.
for the most part, aside from gathering samples and untempering one entity, it was odd. The entire place was very imbalanced in terms of its aether.
Don't want to block you. It'll be fine.
There was likely a source to it all, but sadly we weren't able to explore further before the place started feeling like it was going to fall apart. I urged everyone to leave with those we captured as soon as possible because I didn't want us to be caught in a cave-in.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, sadly, because they're now being held by the city-states to pay for their crimes against each one of them, we really have no way to get a hold of them.
I understand, but at the very least, hopefully the city-states now have the information to remove tempering?
I do. The issue is we don't know if they would... Well, some of them, I believe, have been bigger names when it comes to that region for quite a while. We don't know how long they've been tempered. If they were bandits before they were tempered, they're as good as executed, really. And if...
We could maybe see if we could pull some strings, but doesn't.
Unusually.
Yeah.
Letter has revived. You know, where is it?
The city states.
The letter's here for you.
I'll get
Oh,
it.
great. Okay.
Especially if they were tempered.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Summons. Not sure from
Punishment
whom.
and even execution, sure.
Great.
Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez.
Not exactly.
Careful yourself.
Beyond cruel.
Thank you.
Also
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta go.
What?
I will see you all later.
Lulu?
Huh?
Presumably someone's to somewhere important.
Okay.
That can't. That might not be good.
It's a shit thing when Lulu has to rush off like that.
Well, we are not gonna stress too hard. We are just I'm still here. There's a reason why this big old cat was signed on to the fucking guild. Okay, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to kinda maybe we can see about pulling some strings. I know the loom always jumps on they're as good as executed, but we're not barbarians, right? Although they were human traffickers, so the law is a bit more aggressive, right?
Understandable.
But maybe we could pull some strings, maybe we could see, but it's a tightrope. But hey, good news though. They're at worst right there behind bars. You know what I mean? They're not gathering more people. I'll take that W. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were kind of making comments of some of the females, including myself.
You know,
Yeah.
Same with me.
they do keep bringing up the red sun, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
They kept bringing it up like crazy. Like they were praising it.
Literally all they were talking about.
Saying that it was the
Between
end
all the
times,
insults.
the end of the world, you know.
Whenever you guys are recovered, I might want to send a small team of people to I run in theory of mine's just I've been trying to read into what this whole red sun thing's about, and it tends to make me think of when you're in a desert and when you start to get hit by those waves of dehydration. Sometimes the sun can go from its normal bright yellow to a blood orange or a red, depending on where you are in the time of night.
I see.
Red Sun
Stanlands come to mind. Whenever people are more recovered, I might see about sending a small team to visit some of the main cities, ask some questions. People have been vanishing out there as well. I don't know the exact numbers. It's not like I'm a official who can poll all of it, but it might be worth investigating.
Contacts in Uldar, so I'll ask around there.
If you feel recovered enough, I know you were one of the ones who went into the
Well, I'm not saying I'm going
Coons,
to
as
head
it
out
were.
right now, but I will get some sleep before heading out. I know not to push myself anymore.
Yes.
Good. When you're rested.
I can head
No.
out, ride my chocobo. I'm still pretty good.
I could
Why
head
your
out. Like,
chocobo?
it's just my legs a
Yeah.
little.
Could you use
You
any
need to
other
rest
mode
your
of
legs.
transportation just in case?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Walk it off.
She's my only ride.
Walk
is
off
my
a
chocobo.
hole in your
fine.
leg.
That's not how that
Good
works.
joke.
I
risky.
gotta talk
That's
to
like
people
saying,
about a
oh
new
my
weapon
God.
anyway.
Yeah.
Send a letter.
Tell me Cut me some slack, will you? Jeez.
Hey, we're not having an entire discussion. If one of the healers say no, then no and you rest. We stick to that until you're recovered.
Speaking of, I'm hoping to speak with some of the healers and those who are more familiar with tempering. I have a couple of theories on how this entire odd tempering thing is working, but I want to run it by them. I don't want to bother everyone here, obviously.
Was the pendants brought up at all?
Yes, everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of out cold. Apologies.
You're talking about
fine.
me. What about
You do
her?
not need to apologize. Actually,
Awesome.
that
I'm
does bring
sorry,
up a
they
couple of
should.
good points.
Conversation.
Couple things we need to prioritize. We need to understand how this works. Now, the Luma's gonna be wherever she went. We'll be looking at this egg, but any of the healers, I want you guys gathering together on this. Start putting your heads together. This is not normal tempering, and I don't have the answers for this. This goes way beyond me and starts going into more of your guys' territory. So gathering together and gathering info, that's good. We need to try to find out any more information that we can, because unfortunately we're not going to be able to gather it from you-know-who. So, what I want you guys to do, for a majority of you, when you've recovered and rested, your places of origin, your homes, right? Places where you're from, places that you know. If you have any contacts, anyone, I want you reaching out to them, asking questions about people who have been vanishing, recent cases of bandits, anything of the sort that we could possibly use. We need to find something, and I am not waiting for the Rangers to come here to bleed us a little bit of info. If we can stop this, I want it stopped. We've proven that we can do it. We just need to go out and actually do it.
I have
Okay.
I have a family member, her grandmother. She lives in a smaller town, but I can reach out to her and see if she's seen any suspicious activity.
If you have it,
traveling.
then use it. If you have family, if you have people you've worked with, do it. One thing I want to check on, though, that was brought up to me. We do not have a chain of command within the guild. Now, in my opinion, we shouldn't really need it. Most adventuring guilds don't even have it. You'll have people who run the guild. Maybe you'll have a bit of a chain command of people who take care of the money and things like that. But in terms of adventurers, normally you guys kind of form your own groups and handle leadership there. But apparently, there may or may not have been some complications and issues with people taking leadership and people being confused. Can anyone tell me a little bit more?
No.
Anyone feel like there's disparities between the adventuring group?
I didn't really realize anything during our bit.
There was that one when Bella was bringing it up. The one guy that we fought just before we went to the big room. The one that she said we needed to just kill right away because he, that was just bad news all around. But everybody else was like, no, we got to capture him. We don't want to repeat of what happened in Ishgard or whatever. And it seemed that was at least one instance of butting heads that I could recall. Anything else after that, it's kind of a blur.
Okay.
But that's like probably the first time I've seen that happen.
Here, you're the one who brought it up to me.
Things with her.
Yeah, so when it was after the big fight and we had all of the bandits gathered up, there was...
This was the Gridania team, by the way.
The Gridania team, yes. We had pretty much cleaned everything up, and then the shaking started happening in earnest. There was a lot of argument back and forth on what we should do with the prisoners. Yes, as well as where to go from there. At some point, someone had brought up the fact that they had traveled regularly with the Warrior of Light, and thus that gave them some manner of seniority. And
that was
it was
Ren.
very confusing. Well, yes, and it was incredibly confusing, at least for me and a couple of others who were nearby me, that we weren't sure, like, how exactly that worked, and also it was a lot of butting heads on like what exactly to do.
There was a lot of talking about doing things and not a lot of actually doing it.
Yes, like
I see.
My suggestion was going to be having someone established either by the group going or at least by the guild itself to be considered the go-to, the face, the lead of the missions, and then, you know, take it from
Party
there.
leader.
But again, that's possibly just me wanting someone to focus on whenever things are confusing, as opposed to several people shouting at each other whenever chips are down.
All right.
For me, if I remember correctly, Ryder established. I can't do four. Four people from his original group. Atlas is one of them. Ren is the other. I don't remember the other two.
Okay.
So
my problem is I have no idea who any of these people are, because I'm new here.
Well,
but also, like, none of that was established ahead of time.
It was
I should have been communicated beforehand.
From my understanding, it was established like pretty early on. I think after the portal opened, or even before we opened the portal.
Yes, but if it was a mission like this with how many people that have never worked together, it would have been best if we just told who was be leading there and then.
Or at least decided
All
it
right.
ahead of time.
This is going to have to be something that is handled between all of you. As much as I would like for us to go ahead and start classifying leaders, considering how often your groups are going to be changing between who you work with, who you go on quests with, there's going to be times where you won't have someone who is designated leader. Let me make this prevalently clear to you. If you adventured with Ryder, it means fuck all to me. I have seen people who have adventured with him who I personally think are pretty inept when it comes to the concept of making a damn decision and leading. So, who you adventured with before means nothing to me. I've seen people who have barely adventured who have more leadership qualities than anyone in this room. And I say that respectfully. Point of the matter being, when you guys are about to go on a mission, you need to have that discussion between each other. Who is leading you? Which means some of you are going to have to step up. If you don't know how to be a leader, and you have questions, and you want to learn, you can come to me. I have military experience. I've worked in it before. I've done it 1,000 times. I'm a warrior, for God's sake. It's part of our fucking job. If you don't have someone, and you don't know what to do, you need to have that discussion before you go out. We try to make sure those bulletin boards are put up there as soon as possible, so you guys can have that discussion. So it's not brought up last second, or someone's just assumed it. But that's going to be on you guys. If you want to learn, we'll make sure to open those doors to teach you, to help you. But that is up to you guys. If you are on a mission and no one's willing to take up that charge and everyone's arguing, you need to be willing to be that firm, steady, confident hand to make people stop and focus. Because if they don't, we end up with confusion, the wrong person gets untempered, and we get no information. This time it's fine. Everybody was brought home. Didn't get all the info we wanted, but you're all alive, and the bad guys put away. We'll let the system that the government uses take care of it there. But this exact complication can lead to a single mistake that leads in one of you not coming home. And then we have to deal with all the aftermath of blaming yourself, and A and B and C, and we don't need that. To take this as a learning experience, huh? You guys still accomplished something. The job still got done. We didn't get all the info, but fuck, I can live with the fact that you all came home and they're not taking people. But it's clear that there are some members who need to start stepping up to understand how to be leaders. So, if you want to step up and you want to learn, I'll have that door open for you. I'll sit down with many of you. We'll start having discussions, start showing you lessons, things of that nature. If you don't, then learn to make sure to listen and trust your team and have faith in them If you don't feel like you can make a decision, trust the people who are willing to step up and make that decision. We don't need disagreements and arguments happening when you guys are out there. That shit leads to people dying and bad decisions being made. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get this back up the tower. That way it's somewhere safe. Healers, you guys recover and rest. Whenever you do feel like you're at a good stage, we need to start putting heads together, start formulating ideas. Everyone else, you have your orders as well. For now, all of you, rest. Thank you for the information.
Split up, I do want to have a word.
Please, what is it?
I just want to apologize to everyone for being the
hold
executive
it.
decision to...
Did we ask? Did we ask for you to apologize? No. Like I said, everyone came home alive. You made a decision. There was no one there who was giving that leadership that you needed. Do not apologize for that. Point of the matter being, you're home. When we need an apology, I'll go to you directly and say, why'd you fuck up? I haven't done that yet, and you didn't fuck up. You still untempered someone. Someone help them, please.
Atlas.
Shouldn't be out of the
What do you feel?
I'll walk you up the tower. There's something I wanted to talk with you about, Lulu.
Phantom? Oh, you need a healer.
Yeah.
Also, Bill's fallen asleep like 3 or 4 times sitting down. Someone get them somewhere to rest, please.
Yeah. You need rest too. We cannot risk that wound opening.
Do it again.
It's about the message they
Come on, Bella.
Well, you kind of want to...
Yeah.
What the...
I can understand.
No, she's awake.
She's off.
Yeah.
Stop falling asleep.
Did the green carrot help at all?
Please, you definitely need some rest.
Better than nothing. Better than only being slightly better with a bad feeling in your stomach.
Oh, you only woke up a little bit ago.
Nap time.
Places. So,
sleep last night.
I'll kick you in the leg, I stab you.
Especially for this one.
What the
fuck?
Do you need to lay back down? Maybe it's all that muscle tension.
I'm no healer, but I feel like you desperately need rest. You were ran through.
Yeah.
It's frankly a miracle we actually managed to save you.
Not blessed.
You got pretty banged up, kid.
When we separated from the group,
That's an understatement and a half.
the corrupted aether flowing into us more sort of thing.
it lasts me so freaking during the final days.
Normally behaves.
Now I know. Understood.
Yeah.
Do you want to head back up and take a rest? Probably talk about that.
And
Get something out of your head.
strange egg-looking thing that was the source of the, as far as we felt, the source of the aether.
Yeah. You need time to rest. That wound is still very fresh. Go with her.
Don't move too fast.
Somehow they managed to take
If you can, go with her real quick. I got to do something about this crystal.
Fine, fine.
more confusing. I'm thinking it might.
Sounds like hell.
Not zero chance it might be something else.
Come on.
When we took it away from
I know. But even the best warriors get injured, and the best warriors need rest. Oh, jeez.
I got you.
We have you. Don't worry.
Gotcha.
Let's get you to a bed. Rest.
There it is. That's good, sister.
Maybe get you a bucket or something, just in case.
I'll be fine.
You will be once you get rest, alright? We cannot risk that wound opening. That much is certain. Ooh.
That was cruel. At the end of the job, had to pour all of
That was cruel.
And they're
all of our blood.
I'm dead. And if I go in and they don't follow my lead,
Come on.
right.
I wouldn't be surprised if, judging from reports, even the Azure Dragoon needed a moon or two in rest.
Many of us know each other very well. We've fought together for years. I'm just beginning.
I didn't expect him to run me through like that. It's like he knew who I was. He
It's how to
realized who I
eliminate the
am.
threat. We all know that tempered, the captain, as I guess we've taken to calling him, was smarter than the others. He was willing to reason, to bargain.
They were saying they were having trouble with their proxy as well.
He had such anger in his voice. He said something of it was you.
Huh?
Like he knew who I was.
You were having trouble with your proxy as well?
I don't know.
Yeah. Just wasn't doing anything.
Curious if that man knew me or not. If I knew him. I've been to Ishgard's prisons before to send those down there.
It's highly possible that he was one of those prisoners. It's highly possible a good chunk of those white-skinned creatures were prisoners and guards. Mutated, presumably by the tempering. Frankly,
One person who I was hoping might.
despite the fact that we did accomplish our mission, I feel it's a miracle we did. Like Heidel himself was watching over us.
Echo users.
Wish I could have been
Which
there.
makes me curious.
You had your mission, and we had ours. None of us could have known how it turned out until it happened.
No, but
Yeah, but we ended up
probably procure one.
purifying the wrong one.
I do agree with Nabofgar. We need to establish party leads.
A couple other people to generally, but I can't do it myself.
Whether we sign up or people that are
Can't
willing to
just
step
make a
up.
party lead.
Of course, there is.
Each mission we go on will be different.
Yeah, there's the nature of a party lead. Look, I'm not even sure if
Mission agreed on before the mission.
Yeah, exactly.
When the parties are chosen, that party will choose a leader between that party exactly.
Exactly. I don't consider myself leadership material. I consider myself advisory. I know I took a bit of a leadership role during when we were fighting in Ishgard streets. But that was mainly to ensure that nobody could have potentially suffered what you did.
Somebody so small.
Huh?
Whips around and gently puts you down. You guys know where the healing potions are at?
There's green carrots in the cabinet past the wall. Past the partition.
Okay, but potions and carrots ain't really gonna, heal the muscles
You'd be
and
surprised.
tendons.
The green carrot has
You'd be
regenerative
surprised.
properties. It's basically a health potion, but without the bad taste.
I mean, if we could.
Sets down the tree, grabs one of them.
There's a reason I was asking people to head to the burrows to grab more.
But now I'll have to hike back.
Yeah, you need rest.
Go back. It's all gone.
Green carrot will start working its magic over time.
Or someplace close.
Sorry, what?
Would have been
How
fine.
many of them could we save?
Yeah, would have been fine by tomorrow.
I think we
How
saved every
many
night we could
people
have.
could we have saved?
We saved every night we could.
What did I miss?
Every night that was still just trembling or otherwise scared.
Wait,
We at least
That's why I gave you the carrot.
Well, no, I don't.
Because it's actually going to be half.
No.
faster.
I must be.
Maybe I had some.
there were scared nights in the prisons. Fearful, almost
That is
like
why I'm giving you the
scared
carrot.
corded animals.
Traumatized.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We believe.
Wanted to live, but
Yeah, I feel like they were affected by the tempering or
Tell me
the
you're alright when
mutated.
you're fucking looking at shit like that. I'm gonna
We
get your ass
we
over
left them
here.
be until our mission was done. Once it did, we made sure that they at least got into care of Chirurgians.
Okay, trust me.
Thank goodness.
And I could at least tell that
please, I hope we did.
we did. Don't worry. Ryder was handling the egg. A good chunk of us, though, were handling the knights, making sure they got back to town
I
and
was also with
rested.
Ryder.
Yeah.
And then I got
You.
freaking
I'm curious if
and
we head back,
depression for like
if there be still signs of tempering or not.
There's probably bound to be, one way or another.
I've met people like that, or who've gone through
But
that too. So that's yeah.
I don't know if we place, say, a carrot onto it, it'll start glowing like the egg did and tempering people.
I could use it. It's very
I don't want to
uncomfortable.
risk
You wanna know
that.
why? She pulls out the prosthetic.
That's a good. We'll probably.
And you see at the end where it attaches to the arm, it just flaps. It has
Maybe.
like little flaps.
We'll need something to work with on it. I don't know if the egg was a ritual object or something related to
One thing that confused me,
their red
those
sun.
pendants.
I said he
They're unbreakable. We couldn't break them.
right?
I mean, Ryder was barely able to break it.
You said the big guy fled, right?
Yeah. They weren't able to defeat him, and they escaped. And he
yeah.
escaped, presumably collapsing a tunnel behind him.
I think the Aether. I think the
I don't remember. I don't remember too much because until
Probably
the
deeper into the Ishgard prisons.
highly possible, we'll likely need to handle
If
it.
you maybe think, yeah, I was gonna say, maybe if you like go back there and we try to dig out the tunnel through it.
Yeah.
But you most likely will need a party.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It's on your chest.
I'm afraid I don't remember too much because
That's okay.
during most of the final confrontation, I was just continuously hearing Heidelid's voice in my head. For lack of a better term, considering the nature of creator and creations, my mother. Calling out to me and telling me about the big red, the great red. The end.
That's what the corrupted knights were saying in our end.
Yeah.
About the big red.
Until.
Disguised red.
Yeah. Until the.
I just feel it's a premonition to the final days again.
We are not having the final days happen again. Or at least anything close. You can be assured of this.
It just gives me symbols of Dalmud or the final days. It's confusing. I'm trying to understand it.
If I ever see this gray red myself, I'm turning it into chopped meat. Frying it.
Assuming it won't poof into ether once it's defeated.
I'm kind of curious. This great red. Do I know what primal this is?
It's none we exactly know. As far as I could tell from reports and descriptions, it appears to have been a red chocobo turned into a primal.
Me up and brought me here and took one of the carrots and made me eat one of the carrots, the green ones.
I don't know. Maybe a fervor of sorts. Desire for the red comet or something. I know I remember briefly poring over a couple of documents. I know there was a red chocobo named the Red Comet in Bolsha at one point. And that I imagine Nabokar had to help handle it.
Return of Bahamut?
No. No, we had been monitoring we had been monitoring the shards of Dalamed after it broke apart.
Yeah, that is true too.
We at the Burrows. About 2 years, 3 years ago, I think. it was almost all this energy coming from the shards went
to
dormant.
speed up its regenerative process. But a more direct approach is often required.
The residual ether inside remained, but it didn't look like they were trying to channel into something anymore.
There's nothing wrong with asking a healer to heal you.
That's confusing, then.
But
It's highly possible someone tried to recreate it, rather than try and bring it back. Recreate rather than resurrect.
I'm just curious how it would go with Jevis.
I don't know.
I know it's not Athena. Athena's in the other world.
Yeah.
Please treat the man like the gentleman he is.
We have
I
more
don't think
questions.
it's Cassian.
I don't know. We have more questions than we could give answers to.
And for once, I lack the patience.
But I feel like we should let her rest.
Yes.
Should get some rest.
Get some rest. Just focus on resting. We could go over more another time.
There you go. I've been a little more delicate about it.
Right. It's not.
Might still be just a little
in as much
as long
pain.
as you're not getting any pinching, sudden sharp pains.
I've said before, I'll say it again. We are not risking that. We are not risking an reopening of a wound.
Apparently the
Try and
stone
I wouldn't put that much weight on it. Try.
Frankly,
don't
getting
wanna risk
impaled. Exactly. Frankly, getting impaled straight through the
You need
stomach.
to hold on to me or hold on to
I'm
something
amazed you're
nearby.
alive.
That works as well.
It wasn't just the stomach.
The damaged muscles need
It was through my entire chest.
Again, even more.
Holding me down.
stiff.
All my mind could easily think is that Heidelin herself
I'm not
preserved you.
feeling any sharp pains or anything.
Exactly.
You'll prescribe warm food.
For one reason or another.
As best you can acquire it.
She healed his stab.
Yes, I shall.
Even if she may be gone, she still has
You
faith
should
in
be
us.
fine to walk around. Just try to take it easy. Push yourself. I will do my best.
She has faith in the star itself.
How are you feeling?
Her body. Not.
Still sharp pains, difficulty breathing.
About healers and
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Given
And
the
more
amount of
questions
healing
in her
you've
head
received
than
within the
there
past
could possibly
24
be
hours,
answers.
I would say that it is very unlikely that it is a wise decision to continue applying additional healing while your body takes its own time to recover.
I know I gave her another chunk of green
Would not
carrot.
mind, please take care of yourself, alright? Don't want to have to come and bail you out, alright? You need anything or you need assistance, there are people here for you.
Yeah.
Please, lean on them.
I'm going to.
There's nothing weak or wrong with that, alright?
I'm going for. Everything
Even the
got
champions of the
Alright.
star can't work
Been
alone.
able to go and get
Yeah,
my,
got healed, but I got left a couple.
the job stone.
It's not. It's still healing a little.
Okay.
I forgot what the job.
Let your body take its time.
I'm going for a different class.
Yeah, with me, time is
I'm moving
really the only
fine.
healer I need.
At least since I get this training, I'm going to that portal.
I don't know where you.
That is your decision to make. I don't judge you for it too harshly.
Oh god. I completely forgot myself.
But for now, I'll leave you to rest.
Should you be healing?
After all, there's
I am very tired, yes.
still stuff I need to
But that does not impact my
garner
ability to
around.
abide where it is needed.
And I'm afraid to say the only wounds I've sustained are
Sometimes.
blows to the head and,
Bite me, just we have our
well,
I don't mind.
very hurt ears. And those will just heal with time.
Yeah.
Oh, my name's Antherial.
I'm sure the healers will apply additional healing to you as needed. But for now, rest may be your best healer.
Appreciate it.
Didn't have to do that. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Rest well, and don't worry.
Okay.
We'll have this handled.
I want to make sure that everybody's alright at least.
The easiest way to ask about me is
I know.
technically Ryder's son-in-law.
I know.
Perfect.
God damn it. That one there. You're the second person. Oh, I hate this. Zay ruined everything.
Huh?
No, he simply brought light to something that I probably should have noticed.
What is going on?
Just like your father. Just like your father.
No, I didn't say it, but you're just like your father. You're
hell are they doing?
similar.
What is
different? Your own right.
My father's Highland. She's sexy.
Astra.
Fairly certain.
He has his proxy.
I have the proxy.
Get your Aether back to normal. Hopefully.
I would prefer Laluma, if anything, given that we now know that they don't necessarily work. That's my concern.
I see. I have a good.
Like the time we spent practicing and such.
I have a good few chunks of blue carrot in case you need them.
Before. Unless I haven't, I don't remember. Wait, is that the one that someone said they saw Ryder chasing?
work.
I would. It should, but it didn't. That's the problem. Which is why
Is that a
I needed
closer
Laluma
concern?
to
Should that be a
stay.
closer concern? Should I be
Address
concerned
the
about
issue.
No idea.
Make certain that if anyone in the future gets tempered, something of the like.
How the hell did
It's not an issue.
Does anyone know who that person is?
Because otherwise we need to be approaching this situation with far more caution.
Right.
Wait.
None of this, we're all going to run into a situation blind. Unless you risk your life and far worse. Goodness knows. One of you gets tempered, you turn on your friend, suddenly you have the guilt of killing them, hanging on you forever. Even if we do cure
Yeah. Fearing that you weren't strong enough and such.
Exactly.
Now I want to run.
They handled themselves admirably. It's not a risk any of us should be willing to take.
As Nabokar said,
Because we have a cure now, does it? Doesn't mean we should be careful, or shouldn't. Tired. You know.
You should sit down.
It's alright.
I'm gonna fall asleep if I do.
You should go to sleep.
I'm avoiding for now. Regardless.
Yeah.
Once Laluma returns from whatever she ran off to do, I only hope it's nearby. Can address the issue with someone who... hopefully there's not more trouble in Ishgard.
Great crime, I'm going to...
Oh, rest. I need to ask her about my firearm.
I miss a few days and everyone gets into trouble.
Holy crap, everybody's at the entrance.
I don't think you can say much, Tova.
Is it a problem, little one?
No, I just
No.
wasn't expecting a whole bunch of people over here. No, you're fine, you're fine.
Well, people are known to gather in places.
Tiny bean.
Someone's approaching. I don't
And a
recall
lot
who
of
that
beans.
is. Yeah. Frankly, I'm surprised I wasn't tempered during all of the nonsense. Although, with how the tempering ended up affecting me, I saw everybody as the same person. I couldn't differentiate anybody. I could only
None that you've
differentiate
considered of a
size.
Similar sort.
I will ask, are you guys okay after the tempering?
I'm fine. Minor head and ear sores, but nothing that won't heal with time.
I want to make sure, because that was in the other mission.
What are they doing?
Well, in any case, it looks the proxy would be useful whenever we talk about
Apparently they have
the tempering topic.
resilience.
Fine, I guess.
Oh.
Whatever, at least.
Alright, at least.
At the very least, it's nice to have somebody smiling in this camp for a while.
It's exercise at the very least.
Yeah.
You good? You just took a face full of snow. You good?
Not exactly the most effective way to hydrate yourself.
Generally
Yes,
speaking, no. You want to boil it first.
true. Yes, Aster. I know you have duties as a healer, so if you're not willing to rest, then I at least still have some blue carrot chunks for you to utilize so you don't burn yourself out.
I ate some food later. Well, earlier. Late at night.
By all means, the carrots are medicinal in nature and, well, not as bad in side effects as the potions and ethers.
Slowly getting better. With a bit of work and love.
Why exactly do you call them carrots of happiness, when they taste nothing like carrots?
Well, I mean, that's just...
They don't taste like shit like other medicine.
They don't taste anything like carrots.
I think only the orange ones are meant
At
to.
least I think, unless my sense of taste has been
There's a...
utterly devolved.
He's
They're back.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
ambystoma.
they brought Skittles with them.
Yes, it doesn't taste like carrots.
I believe only the orange one is engineered to actually taste like carrots. Presumably as a
What
taste
does
of
the
home,
orange
the rest
one
have
do?
purpose. I mean, they're of happiness because the loporrits wanted to make sure that man was happy if they were to have to stay at the moon for extended periods.
That's quite the large.
Try and have a carrot for almost any need.
Fucking sleep in the snow.
Do you know any doctors?
That's not a mammoth.
Are you sure?
There's a healer right there. Does somebody need a healer?
Which one?
It could
Aster.
Taller one.
But did somebody get hurt?
What do you want, outsider? Speak
up those
clearly. I have not the patience.
Ryder needs a doctor.
What?
For fuck's sake.
You fed us
Aster.
now. If you're
What
passing
the-
out.
Aster.
Usual punishment
What?
if you not listen.
The fuck is going on?
I don't know, but there's
Chase a
still...
woman through the forest, get beat up.
Fine a second ago.
Huh?
I told him it was a trap.
What?
Begin to understand our teacher's frustrations.
I
We
told him
went
she would get
into
help.
something.
Very much so.
What?
Should I have tried to...
Stand up.
I tried to detain
I told him she would
her?
get help.
Stand up,
What is this?
Alright, that's
I
step
said
one.
we
Step
should
two
get
is
help.
very important.
shouldn't. Can you go up there and heal Ryder? He did something stupid.
I'm sleepy.
Thank you,
That's
Trevor.
all.
Let the woman sleep. Somebody else could take over for a day.
Yeah, let her rest.
Yeah, so
I got it. It's alright. I had some mic.
I tried to get them to go to the rest after they passed out in the snow and then they sprinted off. I'm
not
I'm
sleeping.
gonna throw a boot at them when I see them.
Yeah, I told him
Understood.
she would get help.
Fair enough.
Exactly doing this and doing it.
But don't burn yourself out.
They
There's somebody he
I'd like to
knows.
speak with you and your brother and anyone else who knows how to use those flying pig things.
I don't know how to. Esther does. No, not that, as you said. And I think Luma has some knowledge. I don't know. Does she?
Oh, I'm not gonna bother Lulu at the moment. They're dealing with stuff.
Shit, okay, lovely.
No, I don't think she will for a while at least.
I was gonna say, was there any idea what the summons was?
They say it was worth it.
Yes. Should be fine, just expect her to be in a bad mood.
Summons to where?
I'm gonna go back.
We don't
No
know.
idea, but I know by whom.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Family.
Oh,
Your
I
name?
see.
Melody, right? Melody and Mac.
Yes.
I know what the Bofkar said
You
regarding
seen Ryder?
Ryder's in the infirmary.
You're tired too. Is he tired too?
I wouldn't be
Oh my God.
surprised if he was. He stayed up with us. I couldn't fall asleep.
I gave up my bed for people that needed it. I just simply slept in the chair.
Were you guys stayed in the cave or wherever the hell you were? What?
No, we came back.
Oh.
We're
Oh,
already,
just came
there's
in
not exactly
from-
comfortable beds in a prison built into a mountain.
Ours was collapsing. There was no time to.
You were at a job.
They were in a different mission.
Yeah. Me and the rest of everyone who did go to Ishgard, we went into the prisons, the deep prisons.
People being dumb and not resting.
Are you fine?
Oh,
You alright?
so all the tempered prisoners?
Yeah,
Probably.
and thankfully we managed to save some
Oh.
tempered
Oh,
knights.
there's Caden.
Thank you. Miss Astor.
Yeah, no, they all
to
came
ask,
back when we were
you
face
further
first in
about
the
your
snow.
Experience?
Nuh-uh.
The tempering and all?
You're
Yes.
lying to me. You lie.
I can only imagine.
But in terms of
What do you recall
stock,
from it, aside from it
we
being
should still have
amusing? I
about
apologize for bringing up these
like
memories.
roughly 2 1/3 green carrots and blue carrots. I haven't actually checked the stock
If you
room when
need
it comes
help,
to
I can help
food.
you.
normally.
I understand.
I can't go to the burrows, so any help I could get in trying to procure more carrots of happiness, I am more than welcome.
Come with me.
And also to ensure whether or not there are any missing loporrits. Because I know what Nabokar said about like checking in on your origin homes,
Nothing. I like
where you lived.
Yeah.
I can't go back. I know I
Just
can't.
Came back, my man. Just came back.
Guess I'm gonna have to write a letter.
Yeah.
What happened?
Either you or Iva
Did they show you something?
or someone that's willing. I know Ryder goes up to the moon on occasion to relax. Maybe I could simply ask a favor of him. After all, 2 or 3 heads asking questions is better than only one. More information to gather that way.
There.
We're getting better, but we're still
So
very outnumbering the humans.
I don't know what happened.
No idea.
Melody.
He came in bruised. He came in bruised. I can only assume.
No.
You see bitten on her leg here.
I see.
Yeah, I got healed. It's just gonna take some time.
Minor bruises are fine. Time heals them just as well.
Oh, minor, damage. Yeah, I wouldn't say minor damage. I did get pinned up the wall and get beaten up time.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All I did was just get. I think the most injury I got was being grabbed by both of my ears and tossed at a wall.
I don't think this has anything to do with that. Athena's ass was around
Basically like a-
fucking problems way before.
Like a
Start
toy.
with orange gear, right? Like specifically a gear with
Gotcha.
orange, maybe like a little
It
bit
was
of
not enjoyable, to say the least. Greetings.
Sorry to intrude. I am not quite sure. I mean, I know I'm in a different plane and everything, but do you need help here? I've asked a couple people and
Myself, not currently.
Explanation as to why there would be
good.
I'm.
works division who remakes Alex.
I just
Like-
gonna need some heal. Oh.
Yeah. The only wounds I've accumulated so far will just simply heal with time. There's no reason to expend ether to speed up the healing process this time.
Good. Sorry to intrude then.
It is
I
fine.
don't know if I could get a word in edgewise over there.
I'm not sure what argument is
put it
occurring
this
over
way.
there, but it is
All of us came back from like different dungeons. We did get serious injured. So,
of course.
but we got healed up along the way, and here we are. We're trying to rest.
Yeah.
If only I was acclimated to this place, I could help.
Hmm.
I am a healer, but I don't know how much help I would be.
Well, we could use more healers.
Yeah. I fear the current healers we have are wearing themselves thin.
Alright. Let me see your hand.
Either or. Like
I guess I can see.
You would
Yes.
need to talk to Luma. She's a little Bell. You won't miss her. Or you talk to Neb, part of the Apro as well. But right now he's probably talking with a. But Luma is as sick of it as a small Wallafell. Think of it as this size that he's at, but a little bit smaller.
So like a Viking.
I'm pretty sure she's taller than me.
Kind of like. I don't know. I haven't compared you both side by side.
I think she's taller than me.
Either way.
Either way.
Maybe not by the ears,
Luma's
but
probably
by the
off
head
doing
at
business.
least.
Examining one's
Fair. Luma's off doing business at the moment. She got a summon. So I don't know when she'll be back.
focus of the
If you're looking
The other
to
one you
heal,
need to talk to is that one right there.
yeah. If you're looking to heal, though, I'd rather not risk you potentially burning yourself out, considering you're not acclimatized to the land. So I have something. Plenty of it to go around currently. A blue carrot of happiness from Mare Lementorum. The moon, for lack of a better term.
Lementorum. As you touch your hand, it feels like completely like wood. It is wood.
I knew I said something strange. Are you of the Black Shroud?
Black Shroud?
Of Gridania,
Didn't
perhaps?
they say they came through the portal?
Oh, I may not have caught that. Apologies.
I did come through the portal at the top of the tower.
I see.
Hmm.
Well, that explains not being acclimatized to this location.
She's gonna take a small bite out of it.
The carrot should have ether boosting properties to it. So,
Good.
I'm not sure what they call it through the portal. Mana, I believe?
I think so. I haven't been through myself.
Neither have I. The writer hasn't called upon me for this. I couldn't help but notice when you took it from me, that felt like wood.
Almost fully made out of wood.
Oh.
Not entirely, though.
I see.
I was originally a moon elf, and then got turned quite a long time ago. So, but It's no matter at all. I'm kind of looking at the area and I've heard about it, through some people, and I have two small friends who like to cause trouble, so I'm just looking around before they hurt anybody.
I understand.
You would be less of a threat at that point.
Good. Well, let me see if I can help them at all.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr.
Schemingway.
Good to meet you. And, Miss...
Crystal.
My name is Cypress. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
A pleasure.
Pleasure.
Yeah. By all means, help out where you can. If it looks like all they need is rest, then let them rest.
A couple of hours at most. But your own body, due to how exhausted you are, would keep you asleep more than the potion would.
Not exactly sure what happened with Ryder, though.
I dare say it would probably be the best rest you'll ever have.
I need to focus.
Years ago, I lived in a something that's going on in outer space, and we were creating 6 of our people, and we figured, hey, why not bring 6 of your people? So that way we're not doing all the work.
No, it was.
and we're not getting
It was 3 and 3.
Was it 3 and 3?
Yeah, it was 6
okay.
people, and then I'm piloting, and then Ryder's coming along, so a total of 8. So we need 3 from the side,
So
3 from our side.
Too late. I'm already
What
in.
can you do with one arm?
A lot.
I'm a dragoon.
What can you do with one arm?
What else?
She was
could use my
instrumental in
sword.
securing
But you know
the
what? But you know what?
Asgardian prisons.
You know what?
Wait, no.
You know what?
You were...
You're
No,
in.
that wasn't you.
I'm gonna show you the one hand.
Yeah, the other.
I'm gonna show you the one hand handshake. Give me your hand. All right.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Like there, and boom.
A
There you go.
handshake.
No, I would rather do it with the
Hey.
nub. It seems funnier that way, but, whatever.
You know what? Here, let me take off my arm. I can't do that. That would
For the love of...
I can.
You have a sword right there.
I'm not gonna take off my arm.
You have someone do it for
Trust
you.
me, she pulls out her prosthetic.
No.
You see the flaps on the top where it connects? And she just wiggles it.
Can't really do that.
I don't even use
Anytime I
this
step near the
because
portal, it makes me
gets
kind of sick.
Man, what a Schemingway.
I'm not actually from here. I am from the other side, but I'm willing to head back if anybody needs any help, especially since all this shit's apparently affecting both worlds.
Welcome. You've kind of joined in
I do. I haven't been. I have not been through the portal myself, although I am aware that I would be one of the least affected on this side.
I'm just a traveler, wanderer. Wandering mercenary. I kind of just go wherever the winds take me, and
I see.
the pay's good.
Well, where the winds took.
One day I took a. I was walking through a forest trying to find a monster to hunt. I take a step forward, suddenly I'm stepping in snow. How the fuck did I wind up stepping in a bunch of snow? Oh, what is this?
Also,
place? Oh, this is
King.
strange. My body feels
Outside
weird.
our forces trying to
He's
link
having a conversation right now, but as far as your other things...
There's the Bofgar. Oh, there she is. Oh.
We all have our limits.
But again, one's own
Is it traumatizing?
Okay.
tiredness has a tendency
It's gotta be more.
Alright, what did you do?
She got.
efficacy of the potion.
I hear you're bedridden
Well,
for the day.
essentially mind controlled and
I could get in touch with one real quick,
Um,
or just ask
people.
Actually, I can run to this place real quick and just ask the guards.
We have a mechanic.
Uh-huh.
I'll make sure that no one
I should have stayed on top of the tower.
You meaning Neb, right?
Neb is our mechanic. You keep forgetting about that too.
Speaking of, the Black Ranger's talking with Neb right now.
someone out an entire night.
Oh, fuck's sake.
All right, sounds like not my problem. So
Don't worry about it.
It appears
A lot
more
of shit going
civil.
on. Don't worry about it.
all right. If you get yourself a blade, then
Try
sure.
not to worry about it.
All right, sounds good.
I saw the Black Ranger over there. Is everything
Name?
fine with that?
It shouldn't be very
Vicky
much
Valkyrian.
because of how much guild people earn from fucking.
I know I needed to
anyway.
talk with the machinist next to the tent,
Zinetta.
Because I know she disassembled my firearm and I forgot about getting it back.
That said Zinetta.
I'm sorry, say that one more time?
I don't know all the
Zinetta.
details, but
We're not touching
the
Our house has
to summon things through
I'll bother
great
him
and
about
fervent
my armor
prayer
later.
and
Yeah,
a
we have
plethora
very
of
small
aether
ones
crystals.
with an anchor point so we know how to get home.
But that doesn't
I'm
explain.
not
I don't
entirely
know if
sure
that's
how
the key,
summon
right, but it...
I'll need to attune to it as soon as possible. I get it. The suits are keeping you alive, but the way that everyone's changing, you said that some of them weren't always like that.
Alive. Just here. We are called the Rangers of Light for a reason.
I see.
Stasis. Okay.
Well, if you guys are done, get the hell out of here. I'm trying to rest and think about my life.
Just gonna grab it. You're gonna hear audible clicking, and then they're going to slowly begin to peel back a glove. The more they do so, there's going to begin to emanate a massive amount of aether, light aether, as they're slowly pulling it back. I'm probably gonna let people know that there's a large amount of light aether over here. Give me a second. Just over where? RP pause. For those that are sensitive to ambient aether and the aether around them, you are going to feel a massive pulse of light attuned aether coming from inside the camp. Just letting you all know. As we were, and as he fully pulls it back, you're going to see nothing. It's hollow. And they pull it back up. You hear clicking as it locks into place.
Light.
Is that true for all of you?
That's umbral energy.
Not all. I'm
You might need to go downstairs.
the oldest.
It'd be better if you're with everyone. I'll be all right. So is that what's going to happen to them?
The suits hold a lot of aether. Specifically, light attuned aether. There is only so much a body can take. Every bit of damage, every cut, bruise, impalement, it takes a toll.
So they're deteriorating in those suits.
If they take it off, they're dead. Most of them at this point. Some still can.
No.
This is Bunchacha. Portal's clear.
Because the suits
Doesn't seem to have originated from the top.
Wrong.
Then what? You gave them some hopeful thoughts? There's no reason why they'd want to be condemned to that. You can't go back.
Because they would be dead otherwise.
This is a better alternative?
Well, Baba wants to help.
This is Schemingway. The light, the ether came from the Bofgar's tent. Do not approach. Or at least not too closely.
Stay away for the time.
Just, I don't believe that. And you don't believe I knew what I was signing up for? I don't think any of us did. Well, I fully expected it to fucking kill me. It's not what any of us wanted. May not be what you wanted, but I was the first, the beta tester. How often does that go great? It should have been the last. That's why we got rid of everything. I knew what the fuck I was signing up for. We needed someone. The Warrior of Light fucked off elsewhere with his party. Things were going to shit. What was the point of the whole project again? Remind me. One of the project was not to be locking people into coffins so they can deteriorate away into mania, thinking they're saving the world. The point of that was not the point. But to create a party of heroes to hold the fucking line. Congratulations. Until they got back. It was not a permanent solution. And others have stepped up to take his damn place. Every other day into that fucking portal. They are not strong enough. And this is the better alternative? Taking barely alive people, qualified or not, I have. Have you ever fucking thought that maybe, just maybe, people want to? People actually understand that, hey, maybe I want to fucking make something of my life. Maybe I want to fucking help people. This is not the way. If you want to help people, it is not. You have locked people into coffins. They're gonna fight like they're saving the world. I have exactly what you've done. Every opportunity. I gave them the option. Anytime they could take off the fucking suit. They know what's happening. You want me to believe you haven't riddled any kind of sweet nothings in their fucking ears to make them want to wear the suit and save the day? You don't think that much aether could be getting to their head? You don't think the reason why we decided to get rid of the damn thing was because it was untested, unsafe, unsolicited? And yet I'm still fucking here. Congratulations. And I'm sorry. All right? You weren't supposed to. And I don't want your fucking apology. There are supposed to be safety measures. Then what the fuck do you want? You come here with your people, you talk about replacing us, then you talk about working together, then one of your members goes crazy in the middle of the damn way and almost attacks my people. Where does this lead? Is it gonna happen to more of you? You don't have PTSD, Neb? That you don't have episodes, Neb? That you don't almost attack people, Neb? Really? We're gonna play that game, huh? Baja War Vet. You do not get to throw that shit on other people and act like your shit don't stink. I'm not saying the suits are perfect, but they work. And I am constantly... Get out.
think I just wanted to ask about my firearm back.
They've left.
Put that away. Hey, everybody had their weapons out. Yeah, overreacting much.
We have a lead. I'll be putting it up there for you guys. Western Corthus.
Understood.
People moving in the area. We're sending a light party. Small investigation.
Do we know a more concise location of this weapon curses? That's a big snowball.
There's a farmhouse just out the way. I know the one they're talking about. Only one that has enough space to have multiple people visiting it. Just across the bridge. Yeah. I'll post it on the board.
Come on, let's go either way. Come on, let's just leave him to his thoughts.
They're fine, Bella. It's whatever.
Come on.
Everything all right, Ned?
We have a job. I'll be posting it on the board. Western Corthus investigation.
Anything I can do to help? Is everything going on and... Sorry. I'll, just go, with the others.
What do you do? Question for you.
I serve Laluma as her protector.
Not what I mean. Let me finish. When you are faced with a traumatic event, maybe you know more than I do. I'm going to therapy, right? I'm going to old Charlian to make sure to have someone say all the nice things to me and practice all the calm breathing and meditating and everything. And I'm doing good. Yeah, I have a partially broken desk. I didn't swing, right? What do you do when your trauma is not only the leftover remnants of a war in the back of your head, but a walking fucking corpse in armor? Either way, learn something new. There's nothing even in there. It's just Aether.
I see.
Every time you see them, you're reminded of your failure. Safety regulations should have been followed more. Blueprints that should have been analyzed 5 times over. And a man who was on his deathbed not put in the damn thing. Now he gets to walk in. You have to work with him. Because we do. It's not a fucking question. These people are deteriorating, and now they're having PTSD episodes, and they're not wrong. So am I. Am I deteriorating? Shit, fucking maybe.
I can't say anything.
Fuck!
I'm only post-traumatic after that vanished.
That old anger I used to have with that axe, and I don't want it. I'm not it. Oh, fuck, I feel it every time they talk. Try to do this holier than thou bullshit. Made that suit because that fucking bitch decided to go off on some fucking adventure. Left everything behind. Go save some star that's not even his. So of course we made it. What else are we supposed to do? Wait? Homes were burning, things were being destroyed. Hell, Warrior of Light wasn't even the one who dealt with all of our fucking problems. He didn't deal with the fucking weapons. He didn't deal with Baja. What else has he hasn't fucking dealt with? Does he even know that Eureka even exists? And now, there are times when we fucking need him. All the rest of his fucking parties fucked off. Rare exception. Or he's going chasing off little things, hunt after Athena. After he just got home.
Neb, why should we be worrying about the warrior fight? Yes, he saved our entire fucking star, but my god, are we just gonna be babies and just have him handle everything that we've gone through? Hell, I fought on the front lines in Eureka, okay? I know exactly, maybe not the same pain, but pain in general. This is not his fight. This is not everybody's fight. I get that. But we can't just throw our hands up and say, what the fuck? I don't think that's right.
I am tired. But I can't just retire or quit. I have a job to do. These rangers and this shit has been driving me to my edge. To my edge. I'm going to therapy, for God's sake. I don't even like saying that. I don't know a single vet who does. Makes you feel weak. Makes you feel gross. And I know you're not supposed to. It's not right. But it's how we feel. You should know. I'm sure you've had to talk to someone. That old feeling. Or maybe you haven't. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume, right?
But
I have. And one of the things that still drives me up a wall, it's not the fact that I think we need him. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't. I was there for that final charge in Baja. I was there for that last battle against that fucking weapon those piece of shit Garleans had.
Huh?
The thing that still bothers me is the fact that I'm still gonna have to deal with all the consequences of my actions. Not just me. I didn't make the damn suit. I came in halfway during its construction. Other people are the brain wigs who ran away with all the problems. They get to go home and sleep happily at night knowing that I was one of the people who had to put that corpse in the fucking coffin, who is now walking around. It's the fact of the matter being the amount of things that have had to have been created, worked on, so that this place has someone keeping it safe. Or he just fucks off. I feel like I have a right to be aggravated. At the bare minimum.
You do.
Do I think we need him? No. Things are piling up. If this was just day one, you're right, I'm overreacting. This isn't day one. This is many. Many. Now the Luma's running off dealing with her family issues. God knows that's gonna be a nightmare when she gets back. Be careful when she gets back. That's gonna be a fucking ball of fire.
Okay.
Her parents, bitches. But
Sorry, quick thing.
You
wanna
wanna go?
hop over?
What do you want?
Someone's waiting on a robotic arm. Purple, black.
Someone's waiting on a robotic arm? What?
Yeah, it was being repaired here.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Here.
Many things happening.
Original?
It's
I'm
easy
guessing
to
this
forget
is like
some
a
minor
power cell.
details.
Stop talking.
Okay.
This is her original power cell that she had. This was the recreation that I'd made using aetherite crystals. There's 4 right there. She should be able to cycle them through if they run out of power. At least she has a temporary battery source here. Arm should work.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry. Alright, a lot of this is weighing on my fucking head. Because I feel responsible. On top of the fact that just this chocobo and shit, it's doing nothing but spark back old memories of a place that I don't want to think about. Aja now is really beautiful. In fact, so many of the Garlean stuff has been pushed back, but there's actual growth, there's grass. People have even built more.
What did you just break?
Atlas, what did you just?
You good? Atlas, did you just break it?
Atlas.
Did you just break the arm?
hey, it's all right.
Maxine, no groaning.
Shit.
Bring it here. Bring it here. Atlas, go to medical. Drop the stuff off. Go to medical. Sit down. Go. I'm sorry, give me a minute. And this is why I...
Great force. He had brought that over his knee. That shit is going to take a long time. Never mind the metal's bented. Probably a lot of hinges or hinges and all that is now either crushed or out of place, disfigured. Might be a while longer.
And this is why I don't open up about my issues, because then that shit happens. So, I try to keep it contained, right?
It's not
Are we sure that was related?
I don't think it was, but Neb. I can't tell you how to fix your own problems or, have a magic potion or anything to fix whatever the fuck is going on, but it's not all entirely your fault. I don't know why you're blaming yourself.
Alright, I'm going to go check on Atlas.
Right. Okay. Neb, look at me. Okay? It's alright, okay? We are here to help you. Everything will work out perfectly fine, okay? Now, you might not believe me in the moment, but if anybody is here with you, it is me, okay? I understand your pain. I get it. You may have worked on these things, may have done your part, but you can still change where you are now. What you do in the future, it doesn't have to be the same. We will work towards it. It doesn't, you know, anything doesn't get done in a fucking night. Wars don't get, you know, done and over with in a fucking night. So, let us help you. You do not deserve to have that anger bottling up with you constantly. You are allowed to let it out. Sorry.
Why the hell are you apologizing?
Shouldn't have stopped you from your work.
Let me make something adamantly clear that I have to keep making clear a dozen times. If I need an apology, I will ask for one.
Then why are you giving us an
doing any-
apology? Why are you saying sorry? Out of everybody here.
Because your actions here right now didn't create a problem for us to have to deal with.
And
Mine
your
did.
sorry earlier doesn't change the fact that these rangers are still out there. The egg is still, you know, here. The red chocobo shit, all of that. So I don't think you deserve to say sorry either. I think you should change it with your actions. That's all I wanted to say. Now stop.
Had enough of this.
At home, you see infighting, people yelling at each other, can't trust each other for a word of their lives. Here.
On to the races.
What am I going to do? No. Don't cry. You're beyond that. You know you are. Main question is, where the hell does that put me? I know I'm not on the same level as the Bofgar. Or Renan. God, I just need someone to talk to about this. And I don't need to be putting any more baggage on any of them. Someone who I know will listen. Maybe Zai. Maybe just someone, I guess. Someone who'd understand best ways Burroughs.
I'm getting a drink for Atlas.
That's fair. What do I even do? What can I even say?
it is.
All
Okay,
of them
cool.
are all fucking primordial alchemists are bad.
Okay.
It's a
Who
mass
knows? You never know. Maybe there's a good one somewhere. Maybe there's a good one somewhere out there in the existence that we're.
I would consider Susano one of the good ones in the sense that he's just here to have a good time.
Cool. Amazing.
I see.
In any case, we have whatever the fuck happened to Ryder. Whatever the fuck is going on the other side now that we're getting fucking recruited for. Here we go again. More crazy shit. There might be able to have a better fight chance.
Greetings.
Alright. A walking bunny rat.
Plenty more where that came from, buddy.
Hey man, I think I fixed myself now.
You should still be in the infirmary.
Hello there. Curry Sidriel.
Atlas should still be in the infirmary.
Same last name, so okay.
I know Neb ordered him to go to medical. I just... I need a moment to think.
Oh my god.
Something from
An Alexander.
My brother-in-law.
The one that called me a walking, talking bunny rabbit.
He called you oh no!
Well, he's from the other star. You keep forgetting about this.
I know, I haven't been, but not exactly a great feeling to hear that when you've already got a ton of other things swirling around in your head.
Fair.
Yeah, that was in a bed.
Try not to make too much noise, because we have a couple of folks up there who are sleeping.
Yeah, I think it's best to leave them alone for now.
That's fair.
I have to say something to my dad.
What do I do? Maybe I can... I don't know. What the hells could I do about the Barros? I've been banished. Publicly. Humiliated. I can't say I've been through something similar. I've not been through war. I don't know. At this point, I just feel like I'm exhaling just for the sake of it. Just to remind myself that I can still breathe.
Maybe that's the signal to get some sleep.
Stay up a little bit longer at least. I want to question more people to get more notes, that sort of thing. And also, I get the feeling that people are going to be stupid and not rest when they should. People that are injured want to at least be available so I'm not waking up and being woken up and having to fucking sprint around and get my dented planisphere working.
That's a good point. Should be fine, right?
Yeah, it's within functioning quality. It still spins and it still channels data. It's just I'm gonna want to get it fixed eventually. I'll get to it once I've rested. I don't want to fuck up anything when I'm fixing it.
Very true.
Okay, alright. Who here knows anything about, Mr. Ryder's wife?
Huh?
Not a clue.
Nothing?
What?
Nothing? Okay, I'm very confused because suddenly Aster is up around with different colored eyes calling herself Mr. Ryder's wife.
Huh?
Alright, where is she?
Aster's supposed to be resting.
Where is Aster?
Even if she knows she doesn't want
In the
to.
medical bay, I was checking on her and she was sitting up, and I'm like, "Who woke you up?" And she's like, "I woke myself up." And her eyes
Okay.
were different colored, and she's calling herself Ryder's wife, and it's very confusing.
Let me take a shortcut.
On the one hand, I want to at least see, but on the other hand, I feel like any more of nonsense and I'm gonna snap. But maybe it can distract me from my thoughts. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, Ryder's already there. I know, that's not Ryder. It sounded like him. I don't know who that is.
That's his son.
Oh,
his
kid.
Oh, is his son?
One of his kids.
Alright.
Apparently.
It sounded like that. Alright, then probably fine. They were...
Like, they're
I don't know,
conversing normally, it's just weird.
It's just weird because what? They sound the same?
It's
Same
weird
mannerisms,
because it's
personality.
Aster, but it's not Aster.
What?
Calm down.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's motherfuckers that have things inside of them from the void. What do you mean it's
She's
weird?
calling
This is
herself
fucking
Ryder's
normal.
wife.
That is weird.
I'm not sure whether or not Ryder would even want that in the first place.
Ryder's wife?
I'm not putting shame on Aster herself, mind, but
He mentioned something like that to us before, but I don't remember the details.
I don't. Is this an effect of the tempering?
Okay.
I doubt
I
it,
don't
but
think so. Like she's. Listen,
so.
I made that sleeping potion myself. That would have put her out for at least 2 hours. The fact that she's up and around and conversing in a clear and concise manner blows my mind. Her body is probably still asleep, or at least her mind's asleep.
There's weird ass shit going on. I say just let it be, and we just walk out.
Oh
and
my
just
God.
go on with our day.
Is that guy from up there?
Pick you up by waist.
I would never know.
Excuse me?
He's very logical.
evidently.
Excuse me, gotta go. Mom says I gotta get back. Excuse me, sorry, gotta go.
What? What are you?
You went that way.
Hurry.
What?
The more and more I learn about Ryder, the more and more I end up confused.
The ethereal sea.
What's Ryder doing? Why are people sprinting through the portal?
He has 1 million kills.
Apparently, Ryder's son needed to go back home. Mother's orders, I guess.
Oh, that's family business. I'm not getting involved in that.
I don't know. Aster's,
Yeah, no.
Aster's got different eyes and is calling herself
Atlas
Ryder's
kinda-
wife. I don't get it. I don't know if she actually is, or whatever something is controlling her is actually the spirit.
Shit.
I have no idea. There are too many thoughts in my head. I know.
We had to talk about this last night.
I know that my original name is Think. But this is too much. Even for me.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm just stopped paying attention to it? Because if I think about
It's
it...
like this is stuff with Ryder, this is stuff with Neb, stuff with the Rangers, stuff about Eureka, Baja, and thoughts being brought up about PTSD and my own banishment.
There are so many things going on right now that if you tried to think about all of them, you would have a fucking breakdown.
I fear I'm about to.
I'm really
You
worried
can
about
stop
Atlas.
thinking about it.
But I'm... You know what my original name is.
I know that's your whole thing, but rather than thinking about all of them, focus on one of them.
Fine. Okay. I can do that. I'll be in the bar. Yeah, work through these thoughts one thing at a time.
You work your way through it one at a time.
Work my way through all of the issues one step at a time. We'll talk about the Rangers. Talk about Baja.
The Rangers we can put on
stuff.
the back burner because that's been going on for a while. The stuff that's going on out there you can also put on the back burner because we've got people dealing with that apparently.
Never wanted to check on.
Organize it in the sense of can I actually do something about it?
I suppose, yeah. Baja, I know I can't do anything about
it.
So forget
it on
it.
the back burner.
Okay, so it's not the thing she was worried about. Understood. Okay, alright. Okay, alright.
From what I saw, it looked
not
like
panicking, you're panicking.
You're definitely panicking.
That knee guard and just like...
That was just really weird.
Yeah, no, see, that's how I deal with it. Can I personally do something about it? No? Stop worrying about it.
Unfortunately, joints are never...
There's a difference between can I do something or versus feeling obligated to help, try and help one way or another.
I'm not sure how much you should.
Yeah, there's a difference between can I personally do something about it and should I do something about it. It's like shit's going on out there all the time. Should I do something about it? Yes. Can I do something about it? No. Then don't. Because if you're just gonna keep thinking about it, you're gonna get yourself worked up, and then you're just gonna fucking freak out over nothing.
The burrows are nothing.
She goes back to sleep and Master wakes back up. We'll ask Esther about
No, when I say out there, I mean the portal. I don't mean the moon.
Fair enough then. I need to think about home.
Because she needs home.
Both my current one and my old one.
We're going to wake her up.
I'll be in the bar.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
Cold metal go crunch and small and make their thing go out.
At this point, I feel like I'm just trying my best to not follow Neb's example of snapping.
Oh boy. I mean, this man was gonna snap eventually.
Maybe snaps are healthy. I don't know. I'm no counseling way. I don't know how to deal with this.
What do you want?
Something to make me forget.
Something hard then, okay?
Fucking living way.
Listen, if I need to throw hands with the bunny for your sake, I will.
Living way just did what she knew. All of this is just making me think bad thoughts about a lot of things.
You want to talk about it?
I can understand a little bit of the pain that Renan and Nabokar went through, at least. After all, a banishment like that isn't going to be forgotten easily.
Oh boy. Is that what was going on?
He was talking about the events not leaving you, and, well, my thoughts started to drift towards my own banishment. And how... Is it early enough to have PTSD? Or too early?
You don't get to choose when you have PTSD, it just happens.
I guess it did. Because I won't lie.
Yeah, the same can be said for a lot of things in life. You don't get to choose when it happens, it just happens.
Fair enough, fair enough. I don't get to choose when Kistel gets a blade run straight for her torso. It just happens.
Yeah.
Something to eat, please?
Yep.
I don't know if the orange carrots are still in storage. Or if they're ready to use in here.
I mean, we got like one, so there you go.
Because I won't lie, hearing Neb snap at some people, and when he told me to stop talking, which, well, he was angry, and probably not in the most natural place in a conversation, but it reminded me of how Schemingway would berate me. How Buildingway would try and ignore my advice.
You got some meat back there?
Probably, let's have a look. You want it in like a sandwich or just by itself?
As I said, the only loporrits I think I still like anymore are Lovingway and Warringway. Ironic considering how different they are.
Chew it.
Slow down. You've already been to medical once today, you don't need to go again. Too many things just happen one after the other. I swear. And I guess now it's only just caught up to me. Or at least I've been reminded. First, I'm dragged out of my own...
been building up.
First, I'm dragged out of my own cryopod, publicly humiliated in front of the burrows, and banished. And only recourse is being asked to where I wish to be sent on a Theris. And in my infinite wisdom, because I'm not the one that knows the Theris the most, I pick the Fields of Glory during an active fucking war zone! And I somehow make it out alive. I don't know if they just didn't see me or it just never processed them. was just never processed as a threat. I don't know. And then I make my way out of that war zone, somehow, into Central Curtis, to here. It just so happens that etheric crisis was reaching its fucking peak. I could have picked anywhere else. And yet here I am. For better or worse.
On the plus side, the fact that you were here during the crisis meant that, you were pretty, I wouldn't say instrumental, but you were very incredibly...
One of the major factors.
Yes. You managed to slip by while everyone else was distracting the... whatever the fuck they were. And get the machines up and going.
And get your warrior of light back home. A man I only saw in passing. Back when I had lighter fur.
To be fair, I only ever saw the man in passing as well. Well, even then I heard bits and pieces of oh, he's doing this, oh, he's over there doing... Literally never met the guy up until I saw a whole band of people sprinting through Ishgard and thought, oh, I should probably follow them because something's going on, and then they ended up here, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the warrior. He's a guy that has an obsession with a food that he has made up, proceeds to get his shit kicked in repeatedly, and does not know how to blow his fucking nose for the life of him.
And the first thing he does upon seeing me and learning my name, regard me with suspicion, even though I'm one of the main reasons he's even here in the first place.
Yep.
He almost strangled me.
That's what... Yeah, fucking hell. See, this is why, I give him all due respect for, the things that he's done. But outside of that, he's not really all that important. Or, amazing. When I would have, the Warrior of Light's done this, the Warrior of Light's done that, I was expecting, this, great, humble guy. No, he's just a guy. He's a guy that, like I said, has an obsession with a burger and can't fucking blow his nose.
I can at least I know now. I met him before I heard all of the rumors and deeds. All I knew is that he showed up shortly after Zodiac fell.
That was probably him. If I'm being completely honest, that was probably him.
And by technicality, that means he was the one that kickstarted the final days.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I mean, at least he had the decency to
there was no reason he could have
stop what he started.
There's no reason he could have known.
I could just go.
To be fair, how do you? It's like, oh, I'm going to beat up the anti-god. And then that's about the end of the world.
I don't know why all of these bad memories are just coming back to me, even if they're only a couple of months old. couple of moons
It's because
ago.
a lot of bad shit is happening all at once, and it's causing people to think about bad things, and that brings back bad memories.
Maybe it's Nabokar snapping. Maybe it's the talk I overheard with him and the Black Ranger. Maybe it's the fact I was almost tempered and was pretty much hearing Heidelin, hearing my mother telling me to succumb to the red. And I know what happened to Heidelin. I know she's gone. Believe me.
Wait, what?
I know I heard.
Now, can we go back to the bit where Heidelin is gone?
We kept monitoring alongside Charlie. That's half the reason we collaborated with them, to ensure that we could keep track on her. To know she's still doing well, that she still cares. And she did. Before the final days were...
Oh. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just saw Neb collapse.
You are kidding me.
Oh, he's getting up. Alright.
Maybe he just tripped. It is Curtis. It's been getting colder. A little bit.
It has been getting colder. The snow's
Lots
been
of
getting
good.
deeper, so...
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the snow turns to ice. Right under people's feet.
Yeah... Probably. I mean, sorry, he's got at least 2 healers, so...
I've forgotten who that machinist girl is. Or at least what her name was.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
But I know I still need to talk to her about my firearm. When we were heading back from the dungeon, I handed my gun to her in the event that I would succumb. All I could see was red. I only knew it was her because I was just seeing a figure carrying a gun. At that point, everybody looked the same. The only difference was height. Looked like the captain that got away.
I think he does, and he knows what he's doing. He does
The only reason I know who to shoot was because the captain stood taller than everybody else. I hope he's okay.
Do what you do. I don't think he's going to be okay today, but, you know, give him time.
Time is a universal healer.
Everything heals in time. May not heal, you know, cleanly, but it will heal.
But I guess to pivot back to before, when that happened, then you wanted to learn about Heidelin.
I mean, it did kind of catch me off guard, and not only did you know where she was, but that she's not here anymore.
I learned from Lovingway. He came back to the burrows shortly after the Ragnarok launched. For the Warrior of Light and the others to handle everything else, and he was bawling.
Fuck it. I had a day, and now Ryder got his ass kicked following a thing of Athena, and now there's a fucking thing that they fought that beat their ass at the level of a primal and looked like Alexander that had the ironwork symbol, and now Ryder's talking to his dead fucking wife. His son is here. Never mind, we also have the fact that, oh, look, the Ranger showed up, Nev's having an entire connection, and now a romantic walk with fucking Ina, and those two chuckle fucks were talking about my love life. By the way, guess what, fucker? I'm gonna need you in a minute. You owe me. Drink.
Oh, I have a feeling I know what that's about.
So what was the summons for? That you
My
built the...
parents.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, never mind. Understandable.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Nope,
Yeah,
that's
it's
understandable.
a bit more troublesome than that. Blah blah blah. I need you.
I'm not saying a God's damned word.
Water crystal.
Nope.
Some of this.
I'm already similarly miffed enough as it is.
Whatever you're making, I'll take some too. I'll pay you for it.
Okay, it will kill you, so maybe not.
It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll walk it off.
It's scorpion venom.
Oof. Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it's poison, dipshit.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that's a drink name. I think literally it's scorpion venom.
Understood.
No,
tosses in an ice cream.
Hey,
an
you can
ice
put the
ether
bag
crystal.
down. It's in the way, but up here. You need to put that somewhere else. Thank you. Now, put the bag down.
Genuinely don't know if that would work or not. We tend to be very,
What's the best way to explain this? How the fuck am I gonna pull this off?
Is this something with your parents?
Yes.
Love bot.
Is it actually legitimately safe to drink?
It's a
No,
legit-
not at all. Your liver will hate you.
Oh.
But then again, what alcohol is safe to drink?
Right, but
that'll knock you on your
most
ass if you're not used to drinking.
Thankfully, I am.
Sounds like melon
Or
juice.
being poisoned, which technically that's what drinking is.
But I'm surrounded
I
by
mean-
you fuckers. I might need all those fucking weeks to pull this off.
Thank you for being one of the few people that I've injured.
Is this what I think it is?
Right, Ryder's going to fucking... He's going to ruin this. I know he is.
So don't
Too
tell
many
him.
here. There's too many... No, he needs to fuck. Everyone here needs to get in on this or it's not going to work.
It's time to walk away.
Okay.
Oh, it's exactly what I think it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's
lovely.
exactly
What do you
I
think?
think it is. To be fair, we both knew they were going to pull this card at some fucking point, but I ain't with it. I don't want to fucking do it. I have other shit to do.
I know you have other shit to do.
Have
Unfortunately,
we reached that
you're
point where we
also the
actually need to
heiress.
do something about the Rangers?
I know listen, I wasn't the heiress before. Just because my brother died does not mean I
don't
want
think
to
it's
pick up
that.
his fucking slack.
Oh.
Would you like context?
A little
Verily.
bit would go a
It'd be
long
nice.
way. Yes, please.
She is currently now the eldest child of her family, and she's single.
Okay.
Her
Okay.
parents are overbearing assholes.
Oh, I see where
Okay.
this is
Do I
going.
need to describe it further, or do you want me to actually get to detail?
Monetarist, very rich, and have a trading company that spans across the entirety of Eorzea.
Oh, I
That's
definitely
also
know where this is
supplying
going.
most of the
assholes.
resources that we are using here. So,
Ah,
They
so
want her-
if you don't...
They want her to stop playing adventurer and actually give them an heir.
Oh...
Correct.
And to that, I'll take this drink.
I see.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Sure. Sure.
excuse me.
Well,
Fingers
obviously
crossed,
she
fingers
can't
crossed, fingers
stop.
crossed.
You got a 3, you're on your ass.
Mm.
Oh, and he's down.
I warned him.
I didn't spill it. That's fine, that's fine.
I'm just gonna fucking do it.
No.
He just has a really
No.
strong drink.
Dipshits here.
That motherfucker made some crazy shit. It's fine.
It's not Ryder, it's fucking Zen, fucking random. Some other dipshit.
Am I gonna have to put on a dress?
No.
I feel like every time I have to talk
Yes.
to someone today, they're
Yes.
upset.
A lot has happened over
Sounds like
the
it. Sounds like I
past
came on a bad
48
day.
hours.
What do we
Yeah,
do?
Yeah, you did. You came. I mean, you could have
Far
come at
too
a
much.
worse day,
Oh
but
gosh, we're gonna have to
yes.
put him in
Well,
a suit.
basically, I need
do you
to
mean a
stall
suit?
for time. Okay, I need to stall for time, is what I need to do. 'Cause the problem is,
How much
Athena
time do you
still has
need?
my fucking notes. Okay, as much as I can get, because right now I am not. Well, I am a student of Charlian, and because of this whole fucking situation, I haven't really had much of an opportunity to actually do that, and while I was ready to present my thesis, fucking Athena stole my research papers and they never got back for me. So until I can remake all my thesis papers and actually present that to become a fucking Archon, I'm not really, I guess you could say, a citizen of Charlie, which means I can't really pull that fucking card on them either, and they don't really see the value in me being, you know, the Guild Adventurers Associate and all that kind of stuff, because I could just do the same thing when it comes to mercenaries and just employ them that way, but since most of the people here are already a part of my fucking mercenary band or crew. So that being the case, stall for time, there really is only one option here.
Tell them
And I
your
really
thesis
don't
is
want
on this odd new tempering and how it's different from normal tempering.
That's not what my okay, I have the thesis planned out. I actually, all my notes, my diagrams,
there,
my
it's just
fucking
the
research
papers were
paper,
gone.
fucking stolen months ago at this point, and no one went to go get them back.
Damn it.
So,
Hey,
so that being the case,
Thank you. This is
There-
funny for
there
me.
was-
Did with their carriage.
I'd rather you didn't kill them, thank you.
there was
Well, they're not in it.
Who was that fucking guy? The guy had the red shirt, white hair, was like trying to recruit people for whatever the fuck's going on over there.
I don't think that's really related.
That would be
Kane.
That being,
Could he?
that being the
I mean,
case,
if some of us go over there, we
issue
could probably
is-
try to find a research.
okay.
Maybe.
The research isn't the issue.
Baba?
It's yes.
I need you to act like you're interested in me.
We're going to have to get him a suit.
I don't. I'm already been doing
I mean, they have to believe that we are courting.
I know. That's why we have to make him presentable.
Well, he already looks
I
fucking
at least
presentable.
admit
Just
it.
casually drop that. That's
And
crazy.
this is something that he
Well, you have to
Be honest about
That's
it.
very good textile. I need
Damn,
something
son.
that looks like that has a clothing gear.
Jesus.
These thin floors are blessings out there, you know that?
Dude.
Oh, that being the case,
You know what?
I can
Fine.
get
This
him to act
this
like
counter's
he is
now the
courting
small
me. He
people's
is from a
zone,
well-off
apparently.
enough family that it will at least
Apparently.
keep them off that. The issue is that they want to come here.
Why are they
Oh,
coming
no.
to this god's forsaken place?
Oh hell no!
No, of
What?
course I know. It's because you're here. Because you're running the
But
place.
the difference
Obviously.
is now with what she's asking specifically
So that
is
being-
that
Oh, that's gonna be a fucking
doing an
nightmare.
official courting. As
So
in
I need
with
to make
her
sure
family status
that
and my family
all of the
status.
adventurers that come here are
going to have to
on
come up
board
with
with the
a
fact that
betrothal
him and I
dance.
are totally courting. And if
They
even
probably
one
already have
person
one ready.
fucks it up, I'm done. I'm fucked. I'm screwed.
In order to
Well,
sell it,
that-
We all are at that point, right?
in order to sell it, like
Okay,
offering it to her
Pretty
while
much.
they're here
Because
in
we
order
lose
to
our
get their
goddamn
approval
guildmaster.
might help things along.
One of them anyway.
Okay.
Better get real comfy
I have something
real
in mind.
quick.
Excellent.
Shut up there.
Okay. Alright, his outfit
to
is
wear a
fine.
dress?
Yes, because
No,
they don't
maybe,
like
yeah.
his ensemble. And you need to look presentable, because guess what? You're also from a family that
is
works with
still-
us, and if you're dressed like this,
We are talking about this, and
welcome
it is
to
just doing
being,
this.
welcome to from being fucking hold on. This is how it works.
I know,
Politics.
This is why I want to
Enjoy.
punch your parents in the nose repeatedly.
Yeah,
Don't
well-
call himself.
Damn.
Yeah, like you did to that one fucking Lolafell from
He has
Chronicles.
riderism.
Repeatedly. Yes.
You did what?
Okay, so here's the thing. I need in the next, I don't know in how many, I think it's like 3 or 4, they're going to
This
visit
is
here. I
making
need
me
every
feel better.
adventurer on the same page of Baba and I are totally courting. He is courting me at the moment. We are in the stages of that. He totally likes me.
Gods.
I apologize.
He does, though.
Okay.
And
Lulu, you know that there's going to be several of them who's going to turn this into one of those body bard tales where suddenly someone's going to come out of the woodwork and go, I've always loved you, choose me, not him.
If they do, I'm going to summon I'm going to summon Zervin, and I'm going to skewer them again and again and again, and I'm going to pin them to the top of the fucking tower and watch as I pull out every fucking black mage I have in my arsenal and fire multiple fireballs at them.
This is happening, alright. Okay.
I don't think that will stop some of them.
Oh, bye, Heidelin.
I will do what you need. I'm going to go take a walk and process this. I will do whatever you need.
Thank you. I appreciate you being such a good friend.
I'm going to have to go to the Weavers Guild in order to actually get a dress.
No, I don't want to make my fucking. It's going to be an entire fucking fiasco.
I don't have one ready. I'm packed for research.
I have multiple I can give you.
Yes, and unfortunately, dear, they know your taste. They'll know I took from your closet.
I have multiple different forms of dresses. I'll have you know. They've made me.
Lulu.
Most I haven't fucking worn.
I know you haven't. They still know your taste.
Sometimes. Okay, my father knows my taste. My mother doesn't care. It's whatever's ladylike.
I feel so bad for him.
This is fucking song.
Jeez.
That was.
I promise you.
Wait, who are you feeling bad for?
For my station.
That is really.
That was painful.
Listen, I'll pay for him. I'll give him money for this, like a guild request or something, so that way he's actually being paid for his troubles.
I need to get things ready.
More painful.
By all
This is
means,
gonna be annoying.
Right. Yeah, like we had the same thought go through our heads, right?
Have I ever mentioned within the last bell how much I hate your parents?
Oh, you've mentioned.
Yes.
For the record, I still would like to repeatedly punch
I
them
know when they're doing
in
it
the
to
nose.
save them the trouble. I don't know which.
On the one hand, this is a
Keep in
terrible
mind,
situation.
be looking at the quest board, because apparently there's a new quest for a light party that I will be putting up
Yes.
there soon.
All right. I also
Buffgar
wanted to bring up
stated.
that idea I had of checking with the at Tailfeather in Javania to talk with the
I already
Chocobo
had
hunters.
Bababa and Melodia have a look up there. When you guys were
okay.
off doing other stuff.
Understandable.
I believe I was doing like the...
On the one hand, that is an incredibly bad situation for practically everyone that lives here. On the other hand, it was slightly absurd enough to at least make me feel better.
Good.
Because at the very least, I'm not imagining putting Cookingway's head on a pike.
Schemingway.
I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna.
Political or anything, but what the hell is oatmeal?
What? I'm coming up there.
I'll give her a drink. I'll be back in a second. Oh, okay, you're going up. Oh, okay, never mind then.
At some point, you'll have to kiss Baba.
Absolutely fucking not.
You will grant me one wheel of cheese. Oh shit.
At this point, I can't tell if you're delirious or just trying to annoy me.
Hey man. I'm trying to make you laugh.
I appreciate the attempt, at least.
We need to go to Olda and talk to the Weavers Guild and get a dress.
I don't even remember what I was talking about before Luluma walked in.
We'll find out from Lulu, but
What was it? burrows,
You know,
banishment.
I'm starting to notice the naming scheme of Lelafel.
Hmm?
I mean, to be fair, they have naming schemes depending on if they're Dunesfolk or Plainsfolk.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nope. Hmm.
So, which folk is Bobobo Babobo?
Bobo, I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna assume he's Dune.
Is it Bababa Bobaba?
It's Bababa. I don't know his
Why did I
full
think it was
name. I just
Bobobo?
call him Bababa.
I guess.
Because that's what Ryder says, because Ryder can't say his name.
It's like Zuzunasu Nasu,
That's so fun to
Luluma
say!
Baba Baba Baba.
See, this is why I'm glad I have a very easy to pronounce name.
Zai.
Zai.
Literally just 3 letters.
And all the loporrits have a similar naming scheme.
It's just, what are they good at? Way.
More or less. And, well, apparently it's fairly interchangeable judging by how many names you've given me. Much as I am still personally thinking about... Much as I'm still personally and annoyingly thinking about... Maybe. I know I proposed the idea of everything way if I were to try and get good at everything. But
I mean, if you're gonna be a jack of all trades, I don't know, maybe pick up Red Mage. They seem to be that kind of thing.
I'm not sure I could flip.
Jack of Way. No.
What? That's not...
I'm trying to think how that would be simplified, and that was probably the worst way. It doesn't work.
Of
Jack
all the
Way.
things you could have chose,
No.
you picked Jack Way.
Jack of Way.
If you even jokingly suggest that I could be called a jacking way in any capacity, I am going to strangle you in your sleep.
God, that's just as bad as someone suggesting that there's one called Freeway.
No! I'm gonna die! No, don't do that!
God damn it. At least that one was a frown with a smile that came to my face with that one. And the worst part is, it's me who had to say it. When it could have very easily also have come out of Ryder's mouth, to be completely honest.
I could absolutely see Ryder calling you that.
But to be fair, the second name he ever called me was Scheming Little Rat. So frankly, I don't really know how he actually thinks of me. He may have mellowed out.
I don't know how Ryder thinks of anything.
I don't know. All I know is that he loves cheesy bacon, and that's about the main gist.
Cheesy Way! No.
Here are the 3 main facts I know about Ryder. He likes cheesy bacon. He misses his wife. He's black.
Fair, all 3 very evident points.
I miss my wife, Eorzea. He says on like the comically large
Is that why he's
megaphone for
gallivanting through the
everybody to hear.
portal any chance he gets?
Yes, because he's trying to find his wife.
And the Bafgar probably wants to strangle him over it, considering what he was saying.
I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be a very painful day when he finds a variation of his wife out there.
Either it'll be very
That's the
painful
thing
for
about
him,
infinite
or we
universes.
literally never see him again.
Probably both.
Or the third part, you guys get a different writer wife.
A different rider wife.
Yup. The
I don't
same
know.
lady, but a different lady. That's the thing about infinite universes.
I'm not exactly sure
Ryder
how his
has
children would
infinite
take
wives
that.
out there. Not well, I would presume.
No.
Children.
I am an
mother.
alternate version of a Mikode. Oh, we're gonna get into this story. Okay,
Oh, as far as I know, I'm
out
me.
there.
So.
Out there, I don't go by Eva because many people had a friend and enemy that was a black-haired Mikote that you see me use to imitate his glamour sometimes. That was Eva out there. She lived, she fought, she made friends, she made enemies, and her closest circle of friends closed in on her and killed her because they didn't want to find a way to help her mentally after the weight of disasters crushed her mind. I am a different version of her, which makes things really complicated when I try to talk to people out there, because I'm Eva, but Eva's dead and buried and forgotten. See how complicated things get with just one more? There could be hundreds or thousands.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's another me out there, because when the first time I showed up here, Ryder stared at me and then ran over like we've been friends for ages. It's like, I have literally never met you.
Somewhere? Let's
Apparently
fucking
there's
go.
another me.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's more
find them.
me's. Well, if there is alternate versions of me, I can only hope that they have a bit betrayed like I have.
The concept of infinity is that there's a universe out there where, I don't know, you might be your people's leader.
Maybe. Although, maybe it would. Maybe I would just be happy finding a world where Schemingway wasn't a fucking dick.
To be fair, I've yet to. I think Asta was the
I
first
haven't met this.
chef, or
I
at least
haven't met this
someone
cooking way
met.
guy, but I'd punt him for you.
I already said that. I will throw hands with the fucking rabbits if I have to for you.
The only loporrits
Well,
I
first-
like anymore
first I have to get
are
on the moon.
Warring Way and Loving Way. Oh, right,
That is
that's
a
what I was
very
talking about.
odd contrast.
Warring Way, Loving Way.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, Loving Way broke the news to the rest of the loporrits about Heidelin.
Oh, right, yeah, you were talking about how Highland's dead.
Huh?
Yeah, I had that reaction as well.
That never happened in my world.
Presumably the events of either the final days happened differently or something else happened.
Well, our warrior of light committed suicide.
Well,
threw himself against Alexander and did not come out.
Oh. That explains why when you were coming here you asked about Alexander.
I'd call it a sacrifice, but look at that! He's back. Remember a week or two ago when I said somebody's gonna cut him loose because he's not dead?
Oh boy.
I'm going to rain divine wrath upon whoever cut those chains.
Well.
You know that horrific thing I told you about that I did to the first summoner of Alexander?
Oh.
I'm gonna make that look like a joke.
Oh boy.
Jeez. But, yeah. Lovingway was the one that broke the news to us in between his racked sobbing.
Understandable.
Considering that Lovingway feels sadness for every living thing that dies, let alone anything in front of him. And even then, let alone someone he knows or is related to.
I stepped on a snake once and cried. It didn't even die. I just felt bad.
To be fair, that's probably how Lovingway would have been if he were wandering Eorzea. Maybe he is, I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know.
To be fair, I felt bad when I stepped on my sister's pet, but then at the same time, that was more so I felt bad about what was going to happen next, because, guess what my sister has for a pet?
Behemoth.
What?
No fucking way. You're lying.
My sister has a baby behemoth as a pet.
Okay, I thought you were going to say she just had an actual behemoth as a pet.
God, no. No, I mean, eventually, give it enough time, yes, you will have an actual behemoth as a pet, but right now it's a baby.
Oh, you almost gave you a fright.
Sorry. My next question is of dire importance. Is it buff as hell, even still as a baby?
No, it's actually quite chubby and adorable.
Oh.
I had to fight a behemoth once. That thing somehow put up more of a fight than Shiva.
Yeah, no, I don't know how she got it. She just came home one day with a baby behemoth in her arms, and it's like, okay, this is happening now.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry if she had to see that birthing process. I was not curious about it.
No, apparently she just found it. She went out on a mission with a bunch of her friends and came back with a baby behemoth.
You know,
it's called
guy. That's the best thing ever.
You know, Lovingway did try to adopt a grenade on the moon. Which,
Did it have a explosive temper?
what do you call the exploding creatures on Eorzea? Just bombs?
The ones that are usually around a bunch of those, like, cobalt walkie bugs.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, I think those are just bombs.
They look like fireballs with faces.
Okay, grenades are that, but on the moon.
Yeah.
And they're mainly more dark gray than anything. Though there's no crystalline bugs for them to hang around with. I think I saw them occasionally wandering around near Luna Tenders, but well, that never ended well. Yeah, Warringway had to put the adopted grenade down, and well, Lovingway was obviously choked up about it. Lovingway gets sad over everything that dies. It's a very empathetic one. So when he heard...
It's just dawning on me that when you say grenade, you're talking about an entity.
Not your kind.
Yeah, I'm talking about an animal.
No, an actual living being called a grenade.
The grenade I am familiar with is... do you have avocado here?
Probably, but not on the moon.
Do you have avocado here? It's a little green
I'm not a botanist.
vegetable.
I'm not a botanist. I would have no idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently either
it's a
one of...
very roughly egg-shaped thing that you hold in your hand, and it has a pin in it. And when you pull the pin, you keep this little lever squished in your hand. And when you throw the grenade, the lever will pop out because the pin's not holding it in place.
I thought you were talking about avocado still.
You throw the grenade and the lever pops out.
Oh
and
my
it
goodness.
starts a timer, a little fuse within. And about 5 seconds pass, and then it just explodes and sends metal shrapnel everywhere.
I see.
Yeah, that sounds like a bomb.
The awful thing about people is that they will always find new and innovative ways to kill each other out there. Some people even make it a game on how to kill people in new and innovative ways, such as juggling them with cannons.
What?
Lining up cannon trajectory to fire a person out of a cannon so they will land in another cannon and repeat process until they die.
What? We are off track.
No.
Severely.
Off track would be the minecart somebody got strapped into as they were slowly rolled into a giant hammer guillotine.
You're in the know.
I don't want to think about that. I'm not a Lovingway, but that's just disturbing.
Yeah, it is disturbing. I'm trying to discourage people from going out there. It's not
You
safe.
don't need to convince me any further.
Okay, so back on the whole topic of Heidelin's not here anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how...
Back on God being dead.
And moreover,
Yes,
back on
the
my mom
topic of
being
God
dead.
being dead.
I don't know how Livingway heard the news. I don't know if it was a Charlian that told him after the events of the Ragnarok launching, or if it was someone of the Warrior of Light's party or close group, accidentally spilling the beans. But when he returned to the burrows, he was completely inconsolable. We almost thought he would end up filling the hole that used to be where Zodiark was with his own tears. Seven hells, we had to actually keep a group of loporrits with him to make sure he wouldn't just jump in.
Holy motherfucking shit.
Okay.
That was perfectly timed.
That's fair.
Fucking day.
Yeah. You know what?
This
I hate to say it,
entire
I'd rather
camp
be
needs
down
to
in the
just
hellhole fighting
sleep.
fucking monsters.
Listen, so much has fucking happened in the last hour that I totally
But
forgot
yeah,
that
once
I fought Alexander like
once we could
3
actually
hours ago.
calm him down, then he told us properly.
That's apparently what
And well,
kicked Ryder's ass before.
Yeah. Ryder,
Well,
myself, and Kane had to all fight it.
I don't know how the rest of them felt, but well, all I could do was just ask to be
If
alone
I hear
and
that
cried.
Primal's name one more time, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Okay, well,
Alex,
fucking good shit. I'm just gonna.
I forgot the floorboards were thin, sorry.
Alexander, like Beetlejuice.
Oh my god.
What?
Don't fucking summon
I'm
me,
getting my
you
staff.
shit.
I'm getting my staff.
One time there was, I think, I forgot. Who
No, Iva, you need rest.
Nightmare.
I'm coming down there and I'm gonna clock you over the head with a beer bottle.
That sounds
Don't
like
worry, there's nothing you can
Schemingway.
do that was worse than what Luma just did to Ryder.
He ain't reaching shit.
I was about to say, I could grab this lantern up here if you want. Jeez.
She's getting the stick.
No.
She's coming down.
Don't burn down the building.
Again, there's nothing that she's about to do that is going to
Making fun of my mother's death like
Fight
this.
Schemingway, I've got this.
I need to yell anyway.
Yeah. I had my drink.
Who am I going to bop the shit out of?
At least he
Depends.
didn't.
I don't know, was the voices in your head?
Watching the pixies.
I don't know, who said what?
I don't know. Yeah, who said what?
You can't
Yeah,
prove
what
anything.
are you talking about?
What are you doing?
I mean, you could just hit all of them, just for good measure.
Yeah? How about we just put
I
the
can't do
stick
that
down and
inside.
I'll just rest. Why they had to heal the either lower bits? I'd rather not have to heal anyone else.
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, don't hit Bababa. He has job.
You know, he's a constant threat.
Sorry, say that again?
I was like, don't hit Bababa. He has a job to do for over the coming weeks.
Yeah, he's got a...
Apparently,
He's got
apparently
a,
my face is like off limits now.
What?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole thing going down with Laluma.
Trust me, we know.
Yeah, right.
I told him.
What were you? Oh, you told him already? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know about that, but
must
you
have.
know, that was just
actually
very
lying.
specific that he
Get
said
some
your
rest.
face was off limits.
Alright, having a seat.
Well, we have to keep up appearances. It wouldn't look good in front of a family if I was beating the fuck out of.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Nightmare.
I'm not sure if the rest of the Adventurers Guild kind of knows about it. Judging from
I think
your expression,
that's
I'd
going to
assume
be-
not. Different matter.
Seems like
I can only assume the people that were around Raider at the time know about it. But that's, you know, kind of news to me.
Is anyone running the bar, or is it more self-serve?
Oh yes, I was.
It's...
Briefly.
I mean, I can. It's pretty much become whoever's currently behind the bar is running the bar, but I tend to do it more.
I mean, I've banned myself from going behind the bar after I almost poisoned Bella, so...
I've seen something that parts myself. I ate some Markham loaf earlier, so my mouth is like a desert.
Fair enough. You want anything specific or just a drink?
Just get me some water. Best way to hydrate yourself.
Alright. Fucking counter.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm gonna hole up in here. Gonna hole up in here. I need to find
Thank you.
sleep.
I don't need another drink. That one still, I
Thank
can
you
still
so
feel
much.
the buzz. Or it could still just be the bruise on the back of my head. I don't... Either or.
Do I owe you anything for the water?
Nah, water's free.
Alright. I think I should check. I know there's some places that require cost for water.
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm gonna go sleep now.
By all means.
Best of luck to you all.
Understandable.
Don't get injured or I'll be very sad.
I'll try my best. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think half of the reason I almost had a breakdown was just thinking back to when I was almost tempered.
That would do it.
Especially considering I was hearing Heidelin's voice, telling me to succumb to the Great Red.
To be fair, if I had my parents' voice telling me, hey, give in to a cult, I would probably also have a similar reaction.
Like, not only is it my mother, my dead mother, the dead will of the star, telling me to give in. That's terrifying.
And I think that's the point. I mean, I can't, claim to understand how tempering works or if it's ever been.
All I know is that it's just an
applied to me,
imperfect
but I can
version of the
only-
regular summoning method. When we use...
I can only assume that that's the point, you will do anything to make it stop because you don't want it to
keep
happen.
going.
So, yeah, you don't want to having to keep putting up with it, so you will just give in to make it stop.
But I didn't want to, because I didn't want to turn my gun on anyone.
I would honestly be the same. I don't know what would happen if I got tempered. Would Prism would you just take over and stop me from doing that, or you don't know? Okay, they don't know either.
I mean, that depends on whether or not that... I mean, I don't know anything about a Void Sent Pact, mind.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good question. Like, considering like when we
potential's ever been brought up.
enshroud, as we call it, they're essentially taking over our body for a short period of time.
I see.
So if I get tempered, can she just take over and wait until they can take care of that, or does she also get tempered because we're in etheric bond?
Well, tempering is essentially corrupting the ether of your soul.
Oh, wow, yeah, no, okay, so... Yeah, no, so if you're feeding off of my aether, and my aether's corrupted, that probably... Yeah, no, that will probably get you as well. Well, shit, there goes my lifeline.
Sorry, but at least you now know.
Better to know now than when it actually happens and then they have to contend with an angry Reaper that then becomes an angry Void Sent.
Yeah. I know I still need to talk to her about getting my firearm back, because obviously I handed it over to her when we were making our exit, because I feared that it would only a matter of time until I turned. My eyes...
Honestly, I would probably do the same. If I felt like I was I would probably...
according to others, my eyes were straight up red.
Ooh.
Not purple, redder than your dress.
Yeah, that's pretty red.
And not to mention again the fact that you like, I could not differentiate anybody in any way other than height. I saw you as that same captain that ran away. Everyone.
Yeah, I all I remember was I got fucking gripped, whoosh, fucking slammed up against something, and then I just saw like pure red.
I saw you got slammed.
I don't remember.
You got slammed into the egg.
I don't remember a goddamn thing after that. Then when I came to,
the
my
egg
fucking leg was killing me, and
touching
then
the egg instantly tempered you.
Wonder what would happen if I touched it again.
I'm pretty sure the same thing.
I mean, if it was still
if you
active,
consider
I
superpowers as, you know,
I do not want to
being able
test
to
the
control your
potential
own
of.
body.
I do not want to test the potential of you touching the dormant egg and accidentally forcing it A, back to life, and B, to temper you again in the middle of camp.
Well, in one way, shape, or form, I need to get stronger, because I did not appreciate any of that happening to me down there.
Don't we all?
I'm not sure if there's much you can really do against something like that, though. Tempering is straight up tempering is caused by your soul's ether being corrupted towards whatever type of ether it embodies.
To be fair, untappering has only recently been a thing. Before then, it was just, oh, they're tempered? Okay. Dead. That was it.
That
was the
what
only
I was
response
hearing
we
in the
had to tempering,
reports.
is to put them down.
That's what I remembered in the reports. Before untempering became a reality, being tempered was essentially death. And just being labeled as the primal, puppeting your corpse around instead.
Who knows? Maybe there's a way to make a pact or something with it. With whatever it is.
Pact with the Great Red.
I think that's called being a summoner.
I don't know. Make a deal with the devil, if you will.
There's a difference between...
Maybe not.
I was about to say, there's a difference between dealing with Voidsen and dealing with a primal.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm not from here. I'm just
technically, neither am I.
My own instinct and intuition. Yes, but, well, you're still from here. Technically, I'm from...
You're from beyond the portal. I'm still of this universe.
Mm.
I still don't know everything that goes on out there. I don't know.
Unless Ryder is gonna...
small villages and
unless Ryder is gonna
towns.
ask me to come through the portal. I don't want to go through.
I wouldn't recommend. I went through just to see what it was like. I don't recommend it. I've heard nothing but bad things about what happens on the others. The only good thing I have heard about a thing on the other side is that there's a place called Orlando Saka, which is only slightly better than everywhere else, which is... It's like, well, that's not really good. If the bar is already embedded into the ground, being above the bar isn't much better.
I don't know. I don't know. But
I'm going to go actually try and sleep.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You know, we should probably sleep too, and I definitely need to sleep away these thoughts.
No.
Because I won't lie, if a loporrit were to show up now, unless it was Warring Way or Loving Way, you'd have to hold me
What about
back.
any of the other ones that you don't have beef with?
Those are the only two I know I still like. I feel that most the others I'm more ambivalent to, or just hate. Living
So
Way,
it's pretty
Cooking
much just
Way.
you like those two.
Yeah.
The rest of them are kind of, a case-by-case basis, and then Living Way and Cooking Way can go suck a dick.
Pretty much. Building Way, I'm ambivalent towards. It was honestly slightly random whether or not he would take my advice.
All right, that's hard end.
I don't really know what's become of Smalton, but hopefully it's still fine.
Well, you're always welcome to come chat with me if you need to get shit off your mind.
Yeah. Because frankly, it was all I could do to not snap back at Nabafgar or just burst into
Honestly,
tears.
the man's a warrior. His whole thing is about getting angry, and he holds it back like a goddamn champ, so it was just a matter of when, honestly.
That is true. But thank you for letting me get stuff off of my chest, I agree.
Honestly, half the time, people just need someone to rant at. Sometimes that's not it. Sometimes they do actually need to deal with it.
Because
But
if I was
half the
just
time,
sat
they
on
just
one
need
of the
someone to
chairs,
just fucking...
if I was just sat on one of the chairs thinking to myself, I probably would have. People probably would have just come into the bar and just saw me
You would
crying.
have spiraled. Yeah, no, I get it. Trust me, I actually used to moonlight as a bartender before I took up adventuring, so...
And yet you're back at bartending. The full circle.
Yeah, you can't escape. Well, I'm gonna head off to Limser. I need to get a new outfit anyway. I've got fucking bug goop all over me still, so...
Hopefully Neb was happy with presumably the samples of the creatures you came across.
He'll probably be, give him some time, let him cool off, let him do his research, and he'll be fine. He'll just need a couple of days.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be better than he was.
Yeah. I know I overheard a good chunk of the conversation with him and the Black Ranger, and I could understand why he was angry like that. I would be too if Cooking Way basically came to confront me and I had to work with him. Frankly.
Yeah, if from what I've gathered from bits and pieces and his general demeanor, every time they show up, he has personal history with them that I am not going to delve into.
Yeah. Honestly, when it comes to Cooking Way, though, I think, depending on my mood, the kindest thing I might do is try to shove an entire deep blue carrot into his fucking mouth. Let him stay in a coma until the next fucking turn of the sun.
Just, if you kids all get just like, you...
Nope.
Cool, got it, and I will fucking yeet that loporrit.
Thank you. I'm glad you, Kinix, and a lot of others have my back on this.
Right, well, anyway, yeah, you get yourself some rest. Have a nice hot chocolate. I found that helps.
I mean, as I already said, I banned myself from going behind the bar after poisoning Bella.
You know what, fine.
After I accidentally poisoned Bella trying to mix something together, I still feel bad about that.
Fair enough.
Though I can understand why she then just said, have a trained culinarian with you next time you try something. Hot chocolate before bed, huh?
It helps.
I mean, a hot drink that tastes nice is always a help. Oh, yeah, this is warm.
Alright, well, you enjoy that and then head off. I'm probably gonna do the same.
Of course. Of course. To be fair, as much as, well, my own restraint's been tested, I think the worst it was tested was simply the nonsense regarding Ryder. After that whole thing with Neb.
I mean, you know, anything that's involving Ryder, I usually have to give, like, shit's already, like, it's not like a rising scale of shit gets crazy. It's already up there. It's just gonna get worse.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah. I shouldn't keep you any longer, Zai. Thank you again.
You have a good night.
I'll rest with Iva, assuming beds aren't taken.
No, I think you'll be alright.
Alright. Maybe someday I can figure something out. Maybe someday I can redeem myself. Or at least expose to affairs what cooking was really like. But not this day. I need rest. Heidelin knows I do.